Good afternoon. It is 3 o'clock. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone studios. SEC Baseball Awards were announced today, and Four Vols found themselves on the All-SEC list. Liam Doyle earned first team All-SEC and SEC Pitcher of the Year after going 9-3 with a 2.72 ERA and a nation-leading 137 strikeouts. Andrew Fisher was named to the All-SEC first team after leading the league in home runs with 22 and reaching base safely in all 56 games. Gavin Keelan was named to the All-SEC first team, Hunter Inslee an All-SEC second team, and All-Defensive team. In NFL news today, the Philadelphia Eagles announced that they have given head coach Nick Sirianni a multi-year contract extension following the Eagles' Super Bowl victory. For Foundation Repair and Waterproof needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home with the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HVAC 104.5 The Zone, Monday edition. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful, for now, day in the Music City. Kept talking about severe weather, which I think is still a possibility, certainly for tomorrow. Tomorrow, head on a swivel for sure. We'll keep you updated if we see stuff today. What's wrong with you?
You were like very tall right now.
Listen, man, I play the cards that I'm dealt. This is where this chair was when I got here. Y'all can blame Zach.
Lions.
Plus, I feel like I'm looking down.
Why does he sit so high?
I feel like Derek Dooley. I'm just looking down on all y'all. Dooley had the elevated desk in his office at Tennessee. Also, they put his office all the way on the other side, like he faced the Pat Summitt statue, which, if you know that building, is nowhere near the practice fields.
Yeah.
I mean, nowhere near them.
It was like, wanted to be more private? Is that one?
I mean,
He
I
wanted to
don't
be a
know
CEO.
a coach that doesn't want to have eyes
On
on,
the
a
field,
practice
yeah.
field. Weird.
Weight room, something. On the guys.
I think he wanted to be a CEO.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's definitely more in his personality.
Yeah, and then he became offensive coordinator at Missouri, and you got to deal with him there.
He cracked me up.
He's actually a really fun guy to deal with. I know, like, Tennessee
He's so
fans hate
much
him
fun,
and all
yeah.
this stuff, but, like, from our perspective, what we do, I mean, he never missed. He came on every week. He came on 3HL every week, no matter what was going on. And
Even
what was
when
going
it was
on
a disaster.
was a lot of losing and a lot of memes and you know, him.
Talking about shower etiquette.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Well, yeah, but then he had the cane. And then, I don't know.
Some places.
He had that orange smoky dog thing, and he did have all the stories about Rommel and Bamboo.
Who was Rommel?
A general in World War II.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let him hold on to them little stories.
I wonder, what is he doing now? He was
I love those questions.
I do too.
Was he at Dallas last time?
No, so he did. I
No, he
think
went
he
to
did
New
go
York.
back to
He
Dallas.
went to New York, and him and Pruitt were in New York for a brief second.
At the same time, but
Yeah.
then he went, I think it was 2023, he went with Saban
still
to
feel
Alabama
tall.
as an offensive analyst.
So
you
he
know?
went back.
So was he
He
there when
went back
Butch
to
Jones was
college.
there? By the way, Butch Jones about to go into year 5 at Arkansas State, and he's had trajectory. So, like, they won 9 games last year.
That's what he does well. He goes and, like, fixes things, you know, and then just plateaus. That's Butch.
At mid-majors.
Yes. Yes.
You got to keep in mind.
No, but can I say this, though? When Butch took over at Tennessee, it was a debacle. Because from a recruiting standpoint, now it's a completely different world now. But you remember when Butch Jones took over, there were 0 relationships
Yep.
between the University of Tennessee and high school coaches across the state.
What was the story about Dooley? I think it was the Lebanon. Was it the Wilson County high school coach? And he went up to Dooley at, like, some event, and he was like, "Hey, I'm blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Oh, okay. You coach high school football?" He's like, "Yeah, just outside Nashville, Wilson County." Dooley had no idea who he was.
No, he did not care.
Now, if I'm wrong about the school, I'm wrong about the school, but it's somewhere over there.
Well, I know for a fact there was one in Murfreesboro that produces quite a bit of talent
Yeah.
that Derek Dooley had no idea who the head coach was.
That's a problem. Butch was great with
I mean,
communication.
Murfreesboro.
Butch got him to a
You
point.
know what I'm talking about.
Butch's
Yep.
problem was that he he tried to get like the star recruits. Like that's all he like was focused on from what I know. I haven't talked with him about this, but this is what I know. And instead of like most coaches have a board and they're like, this is what the roster looks theoretically in 2026. This is what it looks like in 2027. He really didn't do that. So like if, there were 5 4-star tight ends, he'd try to go get them all.
Yeah.
Instead of like building a roster.
Also,
and so it caught up with him.
Like he also didn't recruit to where like his team ever meshed. It was like, oh, that dude's a 5-star, I'm going after him, or that dude's a 4-star, I'm going after him.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
And so then you had also personalities that maybe weren't a fit at Tennessee, but he didn't care because it was all about the rating system, you know. And I get it. I mean, because once you step into a job in the SEC at the University of Tennessee, you're trying to bring the program back, whatever. I mean, at that point, you need talent. So I get it, but I definitely think it caught up to him.
Butch was 3-0 in bowl games at Tennessee.
I know. I worked all of them.
he was
legit
that's
worked
really
them
fun.
all.
He was 5-7, 7-6, 9-4, 9-4, 4-6, 0-6 in the SEC. Gone.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't just be middle of the road, though.
But he built them, and then boom. So what's going to happen in Arkansas? Now the world is different. So is he managing NIL differently and better?
It's hard when you're at that level to manage NIL.
Right?
It's hard.
It is.
So
and to keep your players if they're any good.
His first year at Arkansas, he's been there 4 years. 2-10, then 3-9, then 6-7, then 8-5. Trajectory. So what happens now?
I don't know. Remember after the first 2 years?
The fighting Mickey Ryans.
Mickey Ryan was like, ugh.
I think he got to stay right there. Like, it ain't no need coming up unless you're going to come up in a different position.
Here's the other thing.
Maybe
like
be a consultant.
We said this about Derek Dooley. Derek Dooley was fun. Butch Jones, a really good dude. I mean, a really good dude.
Who are you saying they were fun? They were fun.
Derek Dooley was fun because you could barb with him.
Derek Dooley was fun.
No, that's what I'm saying for the media.
Yeah.
For the media,
Yeah,
I loved it when we had coordinator meetings
and his
with him
quotes
at Missouri.
His sound bites were funny. Like, I mean, and then, Tennessee fans don't like Butch Jones. I get that too. But, like, if you knew him, he's a really good dude. That doesn't make you a great football coach on any stretch of the imagination. But
They got a contest.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, it's on our whiteboard.
I need to put Traylon over there.
What?
Yeah, the good guy contest.
He is a good dude. He really is.
Did he's moved on to the...
I mean, he's just on over there. You never know what's going to happen over there. Like, you could just be out there in the outfield picking daisies while the game's going on. Like, it's all kind of stuff could be going on.
Like Baby Babs at soccer.
Who did Keith Bullock compare him to on
There's no telling. First of all, there's no telling who Bullock compared him to.
Tyrone Calico.
Yeah, him and
he compared
Nate
him
Washington, man. They're killing me. They're making it so hard on me because they're my guys. Yeah. Like every time something comes out, they post a meme or something. Like,
he compared him to Tyrone Calico. Lots of talent. Just, Tyrone Calico busted both ACLs.
Hey. Well,
so
we got one down.
What are you doing over there?
Just trying to organize.
I'm trying to organize my notebook. Well, because I got to close all my draft stuff out.
You want to do a combined shout out?
A combined shout out? Mine is an announcement.
Oh,
my mom and them coming with me.
All right, do your announcement, and then we'll do a dual shout out.
I guess we ain't got no choice but to do the announcement since the horn sound. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all can't see him, but Zeph got a haircut.
Is that
Get a
true?
haircut.
yes.
You look like Derek Dooley. Actually, look at him.
Oh, you got a Dooley haircut?
What? All right, I'm gonna turn my mic off.
See, Zeph, that's not why I did
Now,
that.
to be fair, I can't really see you because there's a glare, but I can see the part in your hair that Derek Dooley used to always talk about.
So you're saying he looked Derek Dooley-ish?
I mean, from my view.
His hair.
Come stand over here and sit. No,
He looks young.
I don't want you to work your knee.
1,000% looks like Derek Dooley.
Stand up, Zeph.
I'm
Put the camera on you, Zeph.
I'm gonna go take a picture of Zeph. I'm gonna pull a picture of Derek Dooley, and we're gonna put it on Twitter and see what everybody
See,
says.
I just saw him when I walked by. I was like,
it's the exact same haircut.
My hair is not that long. His hair is long. Mine's much
No,
shorter
dude,
than
you
that.
look
at a different picture.
You look exactly like.
Let me go find one.
Who cut your hair, dude?
you saying it's bad?
Yeah,
No,
you're
I
saying
don't
it
say
like
it's bad.
it's bad.
I don't say it's bad.
I
Like
think
if
it
we make an
looks good,
announcement.
Zeph.
Is this an announcement time? Are we announcing
No,
not
it
to go
looks
to his
good.
barber?
Zeph, your hair looks good. I'm just saying it looks like Derek Dooley. So I'm curious as to where you went.
The same girl I've gone to since high school.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You just pulled up a picture, Dewey.
Oh,
Zeph, put yourself on camera, man.
I don't want to now.
Zeph, it don't look bad, Zeph. The reason I noticed it because I was going to put my water in the fridge and I was like, I'm finna say something to Zeph. I said, no, I'll say it on air.
You know what it is? It's like the flip. You got the flip
That
going.
up in the front, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You got the little skateboard.
Slay always notices haircuts.
Yeah, that's cool.
Except you asked me, and I was like, no, I get
But you did something different.
tomorrow. No, I didn't.
It felt like it. Like it's shaped up. What's up?
I don't know. Maybe it's too long.
Oh, look at this one from La Tech. I mean, this is Zeph.
All right.
All right, I'm going to give you my announcement.
What's your
All right, announce.
I didn't know. Was that your announcement?
No, that wasn't that just was me walking up. That was my walk-up music.
Okay.
Zeph's haircut.
Mm-hmm.
The announcement is, man, athletes far and wide, listen, y'all, take advantage of your resources, all of them. Because when you get out into the real world, you don't have a lot of those resources no more. Like, what the heck?
Are you talking about your knee?
I am, Babsy.
Yeah.
I am.
But your resources, what
That's from
resources?
Saturday.
It is. Babs, look, I even watched it.
Oh, yeah, that cup belongs at my house.
Harder allowed me to take his Indiana cup home.
Yeah, you don't want to keep that.
And
Yeah, but I'm saying,
I watched
like-
it, and I'm giving it back now.
Oh, thanks.
You got to use your resources. Like, I do got some great resources. Like, I feel like I can still go up to UT, get some training, get some therapy, do all of these things. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
If
good
Chad
resources.
Newman, a good partner of mine.
Yeah.
If I wanted to go get surgery, like, I would go to UT Medical.
Oh, you
and go
would?
Get yeah, no question about it.
Okay.
They've always been A1. But I say all that to say, when you get in the real world and in reality, you don't get them resources. So I set up an MRI.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, everybody
For
know
your
my
knee. For people that don't know, Slay's knee is
all you got to do
killing
is see me walk.
him. Yeah.
And
It's,
I'm banged up.
it makes you
and down.
hurt to see him walk.
Limp around.
Yeah, limp all the way around. And sometimes just hop around. But I'm telling you this because I thought I was going to be able to set up an MRI and it was going to be ready to go today. First of all, the lady told me June 3rd we could see you. I said, excuse me, man.
June 3rd?
Yeah, I don't mean no harm, miss, but I've been limping for about a week already. Like, I can't make it like this. Said, okay, well, what about Wednesday or Friday? I was like, oh, that long? So I say that to say, take advantage of where you are. Make sure you leave everything in good standing where you can always go back. If I was in Knoxville, I would scurry over there to the training room, but I'm not. Vanderbilt, if y'all open your arms, I'll come see y'all.
Oh, I
Not
bet
the
you would.
hospital, the university.
Hey, listen, they did a great job with my head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
But I want to go see training facilities. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to no hospital.
Babs was concussed
I don't want to go to no hospital.
and was worried about having a cyst and
That's my
everything. Okay. Well, we'll do it. We'll do another one later.
Yeah, as somebody said in the chat, welcome to the real world.
That's what I just said. That's what I said. I never wanted to stop being an athlete because of stuff like that.
Back to life, back to reality.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Remember that beat?
What was the combined shout out though?
To a particular little child that celebrated her 5th birthday party.
Yeah.
Oh, baby Babs.
Come to find out, we're
Baby
nowhere near
Babs.
her real birthday, but
When's her birthday?
Hey, we're close.
It's
June 11th
And it's only 2
did
days
you know
before
that's
my
or
birthday.
9th. Maybe it's
hell no.
I can't
the
remember.
party was a month before her birthday.
Well, yeah, because we didn't have any time. It was the only time. Listen, Moana runs a tight schedule. If Moana was going to come to her party, that's when we were having it.
I'm so glad you didn't know that. I was,
Hey,
I
man.
was shocked too.
Let me tell y'all something about Babs. I said it at the party. Babsy will combine a party or just make a party. And now I know it, it holds true. We just celebrated a birthday. That ain't even a birthday yet.
No, it's just a few weeks early.
I was like,
Relax.
Hadley's gonna roll back here in a month and be like, okay, where's my birthday
Yeah,
party?
we need to do it again. I'm gonna tell Uncle Slay gonna
Don't
make sure I
you
remind
say
him.
You know what to do. You know
I
what to do.
exactly what to do. Ooh,
I
know
will
what to
say
do.
this. I pulled up and I parked, I think it was 7 houses away.
Yeah, I saw yours. It was so far away, I didn't think that was your car. I was like, there's no way you're walk this far. You know?
I pulled up and this is what I walk in with, a bottle of Mayomi. Like I walk in with a bottle of Mayomi to a 5-year-old birthday party.
That's right.
So anyway,
As Hadley says, there's mommy's juice.
I get out of my car and my man who owns the house where I parked in front of his house, he's standing in the driveway. with his dog. Nice dog, big dog, nice dog. Enough for me to kind of stay away from him a little bit. But he didn't say hi or anything. He just said, most popular 5-year-old in Nashville. Wow. That's all he said to me. Most popular 5-year-old in Nashville.
They know it.
I was like, yeah, apparently.
He knew it. He wasn't wrong.
Sorry we took over your homes, neighbors.
It was cool. I U-turned and went on down on the hill.
There was another time, like I picked up, they have these little balls that the kids fill up with water and throw at each other and stuff. I picked up a ball that it didn't have any water in it, so it was like really lightweight. And Hadley was in the pool with some of her friends, and I was standing next to Travis. I go, hey, man, you care if I throw this at your child? And his answer was, make sure you account for the wind.
Nice.
So
it
cool.
wasn't like, no,
nice
don't
boys.
hit my child with a ball.
Cool. Yeah.
Good job,
was
boys.
account for the wind.
This is what y'all. This is what you guys.
So then
you
I
did
throw
not
it.
account for the wind.
No, I did, but it cut through the wind, and it didn't go anywhere near the pool. And Babs goes, nice throw, Mayor.
Like, you weren't even close.
You always throw some at parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw a football to Harder at his 50th birthday party, and it got away from me a little bit, and I was told not to throw it. And I did the thing that I say no female has ever done in their life, but every male has. I go, hey, watch this.
From the hot tub.
Yeah.
And I throw it. This was two years ago, a year and a half ago. I throw it, and it starts to go from right to left,
Mm-hmm.
and like a little hook shot.
I was watching.
And it goes right over the top of the bar that they had set up. Travis dives for it.
What is he supposed to do?
On pool deck.
Cement.
On cement. He dives for it, hits everything over there, but we can't see him because he's behind some things.
Because he fell over the bar.
Yeah.
He doesn't get up for a minute, and then finally he does, and he was like, I'm good. And come to find out, he really hurt his shoulder. But
Hey, I thought he was going to come up bloody, so I was like, Mayor, you're not allowed to throw anything anymore.
Please.
well, to my point, wild things happen at Davenport's.
Watch this.
They do. It was great. Thanks to everybody who
did.
made it an awesome
Harder.
5th-year-old birthday party.
All right, when we come back, SEC tournament set to begin. Where do y'all think Tennessee? How do y'all think Tennessee's going to do?
I don't know, because according to Slay, they suck.
That's what he's doing over there.
That's
That's Maggie from The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm. You need to pull that, Zeph, so we can play that for me, please. Maggie from The Simpsons.
All I see is Dirk Dooley in there. All right, 3HL 1045 The Zone.
North Point Roofing Systems, you should check them out, guiding you to protection with all of the hailstorms and thunderstorms and all of that. Maybe your roof was damaged. Guess what? North Point Roofing Systems has a free drone inspection, and it's not just a drone inspection. They also utilize that drone footage and pictures, and it takes about 13 minutes, 75 to 100 pictures, 3D model, does all the measurements, and then they put it into this AI drone technology to look at the health of the roof. The roofers don't even have to get on your roof and risk damage further. The drone they use is cutting edge. And so maybe that's you and you just want to get it checked out. Guess what? Free drone inspection. And then you can get honest feedback on the health of your roof, and then they can help replace it. Local here in Nashville, in Brentwood, the Maryland Farms area is where they're located. That's North Point Roofing Systems, guiding you to protection. Check them out on their website, northpointroofingsystems.com.
It's that time of year to get that lawn going. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply can help. DickensSupply.com. My man Trey Hartsook is here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, super exciting time of year in the landscape supply industry, because you're really seeing now that you have to have a mower to cut your grass with all this rain that we've had, and we'll continue to have, it looks like. Got to have a machine that you can count on. And if you're in the market for one, there's no better place to look than Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply. We offer the best brands in the industry. It doesn't matter whether you're a commercial cutter or just a weekend warrior residential guy. We have the best options available for you. Stop in and see us. We're conveniently located all in Middle Tennessee. Something great that we're doing, Brent, and we'll continue to do is the service department in the back. Those guys are really, really good. Our mechanics are awesome about getting guys in, getting them out, getting them the machine that they need so they can keep that yard looking really good. Convenient located all in Middle Tennessee. Our locations in Nashville, Hendersonville, Murfreesboro, Bellevue, Brentwood, Lumber, Mount Juliet, and Franklin. If you can't get a hold of us, check us out online, DickensSupply.com.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. We skipped intros today.
Nah, we get in the 4 o'clock hour. There's a lot of good stuff this weekend, Yoral. Well, go ahead.
There were a lot of kids at that party. I'll tell you that. I don't know how y'all wrangled all those kids, man.
No, Babs had it down to a T now.
I hired
5 o'clock
a lifeguard.
came.
There was the one time
adult
where
time.
Babs had to jump into the hot tub to save some people, but
Yeah, my daughter.
It was like Costanza in Seinfeld during the fire. And Babs was pissed. She comes over. I didn't even see it. I mean, I did notice that there were a bunch of inflatables and a bunch of kids in the hot tub, but
Right. It was the inflatables that was the problem.
And so Babs comes over and she's like, and I spilled my drink. That was something. If you want in, 615-737-1045. SEC tournament set to begin in Hoover, Alabama. Actually, somebody at your party was like, why don't y'all do the show at Hoover, Alabama for the SEC tournament, baseball tournament? I'm like,
oh, yeah.
that's not a bad idea.
It is.
Have y'all ever been?
No.
Hoover
No,
is,
I have never been. That is one event I've never been to.
It is.
I've heard so many amazing
things. It
things.
is so cool.
Yeah.
So the year I went, there were so many rainouts. I mean, it was just raining all week. And Tennessee actually went and practiced at one of their deep bullpen pitchers, one of his high schools, which was like 20 minutes down the road from the Hoover Met. And so we went and followed the team, and we basically covered a practice there at this high school. And then at the end of the practice, they let Blake Tidwell get an at bat, that Drew Beam get an at bat, they let the pitcher start hitting. It was really cool. It was fun. I was trying to keep the mood light,
Keep them loose.
Rain out.
Yeah, my man was like, well, y'all ever do the show at Hoover? I'm like, damn, that's a good idea, brother.
I would love to. I'm cool with that.
And then his next question was, have you ever been to Omaha? And I was like, nope.
Never been there either.
He's like, it's a terrible place. But during the World Series, it's great.
Yeah.
I have been there, and I absolutely loved it. So cool.
It's hard to say places are bad when events are there, that you're there for that event.
And special events like that,
You know
right?
what I'm saying? Yeah. It's hard for it to be bad.
College World Series is just unbelievable.
Yeah. I
Can't imagine.
How could it not be?
Right?
Like that's...
Especially when your team is there.
Maybe
you know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. Because you're going there for a purpose. Even if you're going there for a rivalry, for a rival team, to cheer against them. Do people do that? I would do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Snort.
SEC, absolutely.
Yeah,
Just means more slay.
I know it.
First round starts tomorrow with seeds 9 through 16 going at it. Tennessee will play Wednesday morning at 9:30. Vols will play the winner of tomorrow's game, number 9 seed Alabama taking on number 16 seed Missouri. So Tennessee will play either Alabama or Missouri on Wednesday morning at 9:30. Vanderbilt gets a double bye into the quarterfinals. 12 seed Oklahoma plays 13 seed Kentucky. The winner of that gets 5 seed Georgia. The winner of that gets 4 seed Vanderbilt. Vols are the 8 seed. Can they get it together? I'll tell you this, y'all. I played baseball my whole childhood or whatever, and I loved playing defense. So middle of the infield, put me there. I'm gonna get every ball I can get. I love it. I would spend hours in we had this shed in our backyard, and I don't know that my mom knows that I did this, but I would throw tennis balls. For hours against this shed and do grounders off the tall grass and
That's
roots
fun.
It was fun. So I love defense. So watching Tennessee play defense is very difficult.
Makes you want to pull your hair out.
Yes. And the errors they have are in big moments too, man. Cost them games.
Dean Curley had a ground ball that would have helped them at least stop an Arkansas run. Went right through his glove. And I think that was the same inning they ended up hitting a grand slam in, if I'm remembering correctly. But it is so frustrating because it's not the most challenging plays, they're diving for balls and not getting them. It is stuff right to them, right under their glove. They're just not getting their glove down. It's a
is
throwing
this
error.
coaching and practice?
Please find out.
No, because Tony has done everything he could. He has tweaked the lineup. He's moved guys around. He's benched guys. It's just not working.
It's tough because they have a couple of defensive specialist guys that can't hit for crap. So it's it's a bad combination. Then I think they recruit and they look at exit velo and launch angle and all these things, and so you get all these hitters that can't play defense. I think it's just a confluence of bad. I'm still not going to say
How
they
are they
suck.
going to do?
They're ranked 21st in the country.
Yes.
That's so gross.
Yes, Maggie.
That's Maggie
Yes,
Simpson.
Maggie.
That's the only thing Maggie said. Oh, no, Maggie Simpson did say one word at some time. I forget what it
I
was,
was
though.
wondering why you were cackling under your breath over
listen, it's what
Because every time we text about what's going on in a Tennessee baseball game, Slay sends that emoji or meme or whatever it is.
I'm just saying, y'all, listen, there's one way to describe what our eyes are seeing. We
The
suck.
coming of the Lord.
We suck. We suck right now. And guess what? In a minute, we're not even about to say right now. We're just about to say, you know what? That team right there, that team sucked this year. There's some talent over there, though.
What was the stat before Vitello? How many 40-win seasons did they have?
Before one, I think it was one.
One. I think it was one. They did it this year.
2005, I think is when it was. And now Tony Vitello has had six straight,
including
40-win
this year.
seasons.
Man.
So if you win 40 games, you don't suck.
Shoot. All right.
You're ranked 21st in the country.
Dude, you keep on going backwards each week.
Yeah.
And you about to run out of numbers in just a minute, yo.
I'm thinking the season will end before they can fall out of the top 25.
Well, guess what it has?
Are y'all not realizing what y'all
Do you hear
doing?
me?
What?
I think the season is going to end before they can fall out of the top 25.
It's okay, man. I'm telling you, man. It's just
You know who's playing well? Vanderbilt's playing well.
Yes,
They're 14-4 since a players-only meeting.
Well, we should have had one.
Has Tennessee had a players-only meeting?
I have no idea.
Oh, guaranteed.
I would.
I think we would have heard about it, though. Right?
I'm sure it's happened.
Let me ask you this. If the Tennessee basketball team returning everything that they were returning this past year, and adding what they were adding, and they went and got bounced in the first round of the NCAA tournament,
Well, that hasn't happened yet.
what would you have said
But
about that team? No,
that's
about
not
that
comparable.
team. No, I'm talking about this team, this basketball team. What would you have said?
I mean, if
That
they're
they
ranked
suck?
21st in the country,
Okay. Since it didn't happen, I know a team that was super talented, that was ranked number 4 in the nation.
you were on it.
Yeah, exactly. And got bounced in the first round.
What
Did
happened?
you guys
We
suck?
sucked. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about sucked. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Super talented. Plenty pros on that team. We sucked. That Maggie said every time. She'll let you know every single
She
time.
did say one word in the history of the show, and I can't remember what it was.
She should have been sucked. It would have went right with us.
Funny enough, the clip I got that from, it was like she was writing a speech. And so it like panned to it like flipped to like her paper, and it just said suck, 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 suck.
That's, amen.
Are you
And-
serious?
Can they get it back together?
We've
Like,
been
you
asking
keep
that for
talking about
4
how they
weeks.
suck.
I don't
We've been
think
asking for 4 weeks.
But you won't
suck
answer me.
isn't the right word. It's they've fallen apart down the street.
They've fallen apart down the stretch.
No, they sucked right now. I'll keep on putting right now on there. They suck right now. In a minute, I'm not going to be able to say right
the
now.
other day at a top 10 team.
Yo.
That Vitello had only beaten one time in his career.
You're saying a game.
A game?
Like, it's-
I'm talking about a game, not practice.
Out of how many? Like, woo.
By the way,
Like, dude, the team terrible. They're about to be terrible.
you need to shave your beard, don't you?
No.
It's looking a little scraggly.
No, that's how I need it. That's how
You look
I,
very
I,
wise.
I want it like this.
Like me.
Yeah, I want it like this.
Got some gray going.
Well, you know, the
I
longer
am.
you
Like
let
me.
it, the more gray shows through.
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely. Good. So
That
the
makes
people
us-
should be listening to me about how sucky this team is.
I like the gray because, Babs, it makes us look smarter than we are.
Okay.
I'm just going with my thick beard. That's all it is.
Okay, so here's my question to all of you.
I asked you a question.
What's it going to take to get it together? Like, are they going to be just... Are they going to be sucky the rest of the time? No
I'm gonna buy a
postseason,
pacifier after this
no
show.
whatever.
After this show, I'm going to buy me a pacifier.
They're going to win Wednesday morning. So then they'll be in the quarterfinals
Okay.
of the SEC. tournament.
How positive you they going to win on Wednesday?
What?
I'm very positive.
They're not hosting a regional, right?
They can.
They still can.
They're
you
right
think?
on the edge.
Right on the edge. Okay.
They're living on the edge.
The folks ain't hosting no regional.
Currently, they have them going to Georgia Tech.
Hey, Pabsy.
Okay.
Yeah. It's two perspectives you're going to get.
Okay.
You're going to get a Tennessee perspective and you're going to get a realistic perspective.
This is a realistic perspective. I just read about
Them
this.
folks ain't getting no regional,
If
yo.
Zeph,
If they win it all, yeah. You think they finna win it all? No.
no, what I read was if they win 2 games, they could host. Get to the semifinals of the SEC tournament, they could host.
Is he snoring now? Oh my God.
This is like Slay in a hot tub with a cigar,
Yep.
resting that knee.
He done.
There's calls coming in. 615-737-1045. NBA playoffs, Western Conference Finals, T-Wolves and Thunder. Game 1 is Tuesday night at 7:30 on ESPN. Oklahoma City, a 7.5-point favorite in Game 1. Are they going to run through the T-Wolves?
Who?
Thunder.
No, the Thunder real good. I think it's matchups, man. We don't know who's going to win. Both teams got length that can match and athleticism that can match up with Ant-Man. And Minnesota got length and athleticism that can match up with SGA. So it's
and they're
whoever gets the better
7.5-point favorite in Oklahoma City. Obviously, that changes when they go to Minnesota, but that would lead you to believe that they would still be a favorite on the road, even though it would be a slim favorite.
It depends how these first two games shake out. Because if Minnesota goes and wins, I think they'll be a favorite going home.
No question.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, all things being equal right now, looking at the series.
Yeah, I just don't know what you're going to get on Julius Randle. He's never been on this level to me and been playing like this. He played phenomenal in his last series, but each series takes on a life of his own. So it could be somebody that didn't get to step up that's going to step up. You know what I mean? Like Jalen Williams. If he plays great for OKC, they have a great chance of winning. With Hartenstein, the big man, really get to play this will Gobert get to play. Like, it's the matchups, man. Never know. I don't know how it's going to go. Well, I'll let you know after game 2.
Have you enjoyed the playoffs so far, and what's been the biggest surprise?
Absolutely. I've enjoyed every single bit of it.
I have too. All the series.
Yeah. Biggest
I feel
surprise.
like they're more enjoyable this year than they have been even in the past.
So with the 4 teams that are left, the last NBA title out of all of these 4 teams, 1973.
Is that why? Because it's like fresh?
I think the Knicks being there, you talked about this on Friday, the Knicks being there is a good thing, right? Like just from a national
Just for New
brand
York.
standpoint.
Yeah. With them having the coverage that they
And
have.
Pacers Knicks goes back, to Reggie Miller, John Starks, all those things.
And then you just got the young stars. You got the guys that are right there on the cusp being able to take the torch and run with it. Like, we know who Jason Tatum is. So they won the championship. Jason Tatum was crowned. He's one of the guys that have arrived when you look at Boston. But outside of that, you got Jalen Brunson, who's come on in the last 2 or 3 years. Tyrese Halliburton, come on the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, they're teetering on being, they are a star, but they're teetering on being a superstar. Both of them have been in the Olympics. When you look at the other side, the same thing for SGA with OKC. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the same thing for Ant-Man, who I think is the biggest star of all the 4, who's, I would say, he's reached that mega star status because of the things he does off the court. But SGA is right there knocking on the door. You have young talent that are nowhere near their prime, ready to take the torch and run with it. And the people that are in this, they went and eliminated the guys that were holding on to the torch. When you look at the Celtics, they got eliminated. Same thing with Indiana being able to handle business. Ant-Man running through LeBron, running through Jokic, putting Steph in them out. Same thing for OKC. Like, it's you got some young stars, man. The game is in good. The reason you say the game is in good hands because you look at guys like this. Ant-Man.
Think
Jalen
about all the
Brunson.
people that don't watch the NBA until the finals.
Yeah.
One of those dudes is going to become a next level. They're already superstars, SGA and Ant-Man, but you know what I mean? Like, to the people that
I think
aren't
SGA right there on the cusp. Ant-Man is a superstar.
But to the people that aren't necessarily fans that will see those guys that haven't necessarily seen them, you'll be like, okay, they'll hit it like a different level.
Yeah, that's something to sell.
Or remember them from college?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eastern Conference Final. Yeah. Ant-Man went to Georgia. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
I remember when he came out. And
Tom Green talked about him when he came on our show.
Yes. And when he came out pre-draft, he talked about how he wasn't a fan of basketball. He never watched it. He just liked playing it.
Oh, that blew up, too. Everybody was, hating on him for it.
Yeah,
like, this is your
because people
number
were
one overall pick? You don't even watch basketball?
Yeah.
But when I read that, I thought about, okay, Jarrell Casey said the same thing. Like, he didn't grow – he grew up watching cartoons. He was like, I watched cartoons any and every time I could. I didn't watch football.
That don't mean you're not playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They live and breathe the sport. Doesn't mean they have to do it on their personal lives as well.
The other thing outside of
I
you finally
bet
getting
he eats and breathes it now, though. I mean, watch him play. The passion that he plays with.
He got called out. And you want to be a
Or
superstar,
with which he plays.
you got to be able to answer that. We have All-Americans in it.
Yeah.
They're about to take the torch. Outside of SGA being from Canada, but you got Three guys like
He's
we ain't
such a
had
good
that in a
player.
minute. It's been about Luka. It's been about Jokic. You know what I mean? The European Giannis. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting on an American to be able to take the helm.
Eastern Conference Finals, Pacers, Knicks. Game 1 is Wednesday at 7 o'clock on TNT. New York favored by 4.5 in Game 1. All right, more 3HL coming up. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Memphis has earned an honor. We'll tell you next, 3HL.
Okay, it is here. We're talking hoops. Maybe you want to jump in and bet on it. Maybe you want to do it with the brand new VIP Play app. Listen, you've got over 200 leagues that you can wager in. All of your favorite bet types. Live now, we all heard of it, but this is live always on VIP Play. And they've got the VIP Players Club sweepstakes. So when you jump in on this new Better Than Ever app, every single bet you make on VIP Play will get you entries into their monthly sweepstakes. So you get 1 entry per bet, 1 entry per dollar bet, and then 10 times your entries on parlays and same game parlays. Go ahead, jump in. It's live always and live ready to go. Get ready to claim your VIP Play welcome bonus. When you make your first bet of $5 or more, you'll get $100 in bonus bets instantly. Don't forget to use my code so they know I sent you. Dawn TN, DAWNTN. VIP Play app is here in Tennessee exclusively. Head to VIPPlayApp.com. And don't forget, gambling problem, call 1-800-889-9789. You got to be 21 and older and located in Tennessee to bet.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Hope you're having a great Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. There's a lot of fun stuff over the weekend. OKC got it done in Game 7.
OKC.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. It warmed down, man.
Got it done.
Got to have some depth in these playoffs.
And then Toronto cannot win Game 7 to save their lives in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
You know what else was great this weekend?
What was great?
The documentary Bet on Me that came out with Zakai Ziegler.
I've not seen it yet.
Pretty dope.
How do I watch that?
On YouTube. You can go to, I think it is the Tennessee Volunteers page.
Yeah,
on
something
YouTube.
like that.
Vol Athletics or something. I look. Right now, it's on my recent. So, history. Here we go. Today. Tennessee Athletics. Go to Tennessee Athletics page, and it is on there. Bet on Me, Zakai Ziegler. Pretty dope, man. Just
It make you emotional?
yeah. I mean, yeah, because you get to hear his mom talk. You get to. It's nothing that we don't know, but it's just coming from him. And I think a lot of times we didn't get to hear that much from Zakai throughout his playing career. But, yeah, you heard from Josiah Jordan-James in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. Man, got a storied career. That's amazing. Be able to,
It's an incredible story for sure. And I think most people don't know. Your mic went out or something. I don't know. I can't hear you. Can you hear him?
Nope.
Okay, good. Hey, Slay, I think you're wrong about everything. And Tennessee's great in baseball.
Is this Zeph's doing? Do you think
I guess
Zeph
so.
did?
No, the board just flickered, like every light went off and then turned back on.
So there's a short in his mic?
So I think it
that's
shorted his
awesome.
mic out.
We can say anything we want to you, Slay.
absolutely, you can.
Oh,
He's
there
back.
he's back.
It's over. That
Your
pod
knee
is
doesn't
over.
really hurt.
That pod is over.
But to your point, like, we all know all these things about him, but I think most people might not. You know what I mean? Like, so, and then to get their, first person perspective would be cool. I'm looking forward to watching it. You said
It's
it was
real good.
Yeah.
It's real good. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, Memphis has earned another honor.
Not another one. The honor.
I don't know.
You don't know about this?
Is it an honor?
That's what this
Great question.
this story said.
It was sent in the group chat this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that where I got it?
Slay sent in the group. Slay.
Oh,
Slay
congrats,
sent in
Slay.
the group chat.
All right, according to Slay, Memphis has earned the honor of murder capital of the world. This isn't some magazine report either. This is from the FBI director.
Oof.
Director Patel said, quote, "We have a problem there. We're now addressing it," end quote.
I told you.
But why does he just now think that there's a problem there? And why are they just now addressing it?
it's
And
just
what,
now-
what are they doing to address it? Is the
Has
other
it
thing.
gotten worse though?
I think so. I think it's been bad though, but I don't know who shined the light on them for everybody to take notice. But I'm glad they did because you
Yeah.
got to clean. Memphis is a great city, dog. Like
It is.
the history,
food
the
and the
heritage,
music and-
everything,
yeah,
all of it. Like it's.
It's fun. I mean, it's fun to visit, and you've
Sorry,
got
Tom.
Beale Street, and
We're saying the same damn thing anyway. We literally, it was like we were reading off a teleprompter together.
Like,
Music to history.
yeah, but
y'all are a mess.
Remember, I told you we're on the same verbal cycle.
Yes, you are.
so we got yeah.
You
but
are too.
I hope they clean it up though, man, because that's I remember.
But what
when
can
we
you
were
do
young.
though? Like,
I-
where do you start?
I have no clue. I think that's the biggest part. I keep on saying my our good friend, man, Paul Young, that went to school with us at the University of Tennessee, is down there as the mayor. Him and his wife are trying to do a good job. That's the question. Where do you start? So
Why did it get so bad in Memphis? Is that gang activity? Do they get to kids?
I think it's a little
early?
bit. I think it's a little bit of everything, but I think it would take somebody from Memphis to explain it because,
Right.
like I literally would try to ignore what's going on in Memphis. Like I don't want to know nothing about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm going down there for a game or event, like what's popping down here? Other than that, no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool. So I would be ignorant trying to explain where it started from or what, but it's bad though. It's bad.
Apparently.
No.
NFL owners scheduled to meet Tuesday and Wednesday in Minneapolis. One potential rule change that will come to a vote is on the proposal to ban the tush push. You guys want to ban the tush push?
No,
No?
I don't.
The
Why?
Eagles sent propaganda to all the teams about why it's necessary in the league and all these things.
And they've used it.
They keep using it.
Yeah, the brotherly shove.
It's so successful.
I mean,
Them and the Buffalo. Well, Buffalo kind of came up short using it, but
they use it a
Buffalo
lot
is
though.
good. It's good for Buffalo too.
But they're fighting it.
Yeah,
They don't want it.
I don't. From a fan watching, I'm cool with that because it's like, man, you ain't got no beef up front.
Well,
Go
and
find some beef.
where's the beef?
Where is it? You better find it because they're gonna keep pushing you around, and the angles that they getting, just like they practiced it to be successful with it. Like somebody got to be able. It's got to be a way to stop it. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's figured it out.
Nobody's figured it out.
I think if you want to talk about safety, though,
I mean,
it's
that's totally
dangerous,
different.
right?
Totally different. I agree. Totally different.
Well, when it's 3rd and 1 and you're a fan watching on television, you have a few minutes to go, pour a drink or something.
If it's 3rd and 2,
Go take a leak.
you know they getting it. Like,
But you don't have to watch it.
Yeah, you don't.
God,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just keep on doing it with me.
it's me doing it?
It's absolutely.
I think I'm apathetic to it. Whatever.
Why?
Either
Because of
way.
the injuries and stuff?
Dang it. No, apathetic. Like, I don't care.
Oh, apathetic. That's a good one. Thank you.
That's the worst kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I just don't even give a damn.
That's right.
Thanks, Babs.
It's tough because, if the Eagles do get to a 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 1 and a
They're
half or
getting
whatever, what's about to happen, and that kind of sucks.
And they know they're getting it.
And the other team knows.
So
they're
maybe
getting
they
it.
should just ban it.
No. You got to stop it.
Yeah, but you can still. But nobody can. You can still.
What's the
always
percentage?
said,
Still
though-
run the ball at that point.
You always said, though, like, if you can't stop us from scoring 40,
Yeah.
that's
you
on
don't
you.
like it,
If you don't
tough.
like us, yeah.
Learn how to stop it,
There we go.
or
Almost-
just don't let them get down there.
There you go. Make everything 3rd and 4.
Well, so everything is 1st and 8 for the Eagles, right? Because they just need to get to 3rd and 2, and they'll get it. So 1st and 8, 1st and 10 for everybody else.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm with that. Okay.
Zeph has some NFL news.
Yes, the 49ers and All-Pro linebacker Fred Warner have agreed to terms on a new contract extension, 3 years, $63 million. It makes him the league's highest paid linebacker. 56.7 of that is guaranteed.
Wow.
Who tore their knee up for the
Okay,
49ers
Fred.
in that Super Bowl run?
That would have
it Warner?
been Fred Warner.
No, it was
The other linebacker.
that was everywhere
Golly, I can't think of it.
with his hair on fire.
Yep.
Here are the success rates of the tush push for the Eagles. 2022, 93%. 2023, 83%.
Okay.
2024, 76.5%.
Getting better.
Getting better.
People understanding.
1st and 9.
You
It was Dre Greenlaw.
Greenlaw.
Oh,
Yes.
I love
Yep.
that kid too.
I think
It
he's
was
okay
his-
I guess
now.
it was
he's not
his
a kid.
It was his
That-
Achilles.
that-
Not a kid now.
That, you made it sound like he's dead.
I know. I'm sorry. No.
I think he's okay
It was
now.
fine,
his
he's
Achilles.
fine.
That's right.
Oh,
I mean,
it was his
Achilles is that's like a brutal injury. Though.
He
Jason
was
Tatum.
jumping on the sideline, just jumping up in the air.
That's right.
That was nuts.
Getting ready to go
man.
back out on the field.
Yeah. Where is he at now, Zeph, with his you have any
Recovery
knowledge?
That was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
It was two.
2 years
Two
ago.
Super Bowls ago.
He was one of the.
He's young though.
Let's see. He was last on the Denver Broncos. Oh, still on the Denver Broncos.
Mm.
There you
So
go.
they will.
Titans
Titans
get
will
to
see
deal with
him.
him.
Yeah.
All right.
Supposedly, there were reports he had a torn quad at some point too.
Oh, come on,
after that.
Greenlaw.
What are we going to learn about Cam Ward and Brian Callahan in year one of that marriage? Let's
I
talk about
like
it next.
this convo.
3HL 615 737 1045.
All right, y'all, it's heating up out there. I know because I've had my AC unit on 68, 69 some of these days because I need that air booming when you come in all that hot summer day, and it's just not heating up. 89 felt like 96 the other day to me. And your unit better be working like mine is. Who you going to call? You need to call Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. That's right, springhillac.com. They're the heating and cooling company that can take care of all your HVAC needs. And when they do that, understand this. You get a 21-point tune-up for only $69. Let me give you another deal. If you need a new unit, they got you covered. How would you know you need a new unit? Well, they do free service calls and with their repairs plus low monthly payments. You can dive in on that. Also, you heard from another company that your unit was bad, you need a second opinion, call Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. They'll give you an honest assessment. I can promise you that. And get up to 60 months no interest financing with approved credit for getting you a new unit. All you got to do is go to springhillac.com.
Good afternoon. It's 4:02. I'm Just Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. The SEC Baseball Awards were announced today, and four Vols found themselves on the All-SEC list. Liam Doyle earned first-team All-SEC and the SEC Pitcher of the Year after going 9-3 with a 2.72 ERA and a nation-leading 137 strikeouts. Andrew Fisher was named to the All-SEC first team. He led the league in homers with 22 and reached base safely in all 56 games. Gavin Keelan was named to the All-SEC first team, Hunter Ensley to the All-SEC second team, and the All-Defensive team. In NFL news today, just a moment ago, the 49ers and linebacker Fred Warner agreed to terms on a new 3-year contract extension worth $63 million, making him the NFL's highest-paid linebacker. He gets 56.7 of that guaranteed. For our foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Monday. Going to be a fun week. NBA Finals coming up. Well, we got the conference finals first.
Yep.
Getting ahead of myself there. Stanley Cup conference finals also. Looking forward to that. We did the Tush Push numbers. I didn't realize the success rate had come down that much. Almost 20%. In the last 2 years.
See, maybe some people are figuring it out.
They also lost, the center that helped run it all.
Oh, yeah, Jason Kelsey. How did that guy become a commercial superstar? I'm trying to figure that out. Like, I don't have anything against him.
Personality.
I like him.
That plus
but isn't that interesting?
Comes from a family of interesting people, I guess. Travis Kelsey's pretty interesting. Their mom's pretty interesting.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey, sorry.
I think the Super Bowl speech did it for him. That put him over the hump.
Yeah. Well, then he started hanging out with all the fan bases.
I mean, after you do a speech like that, like,
yeah,
what was he dressed up in? A jester's outfit or something? Like, yeah, they did it.
Court jester. So dress like a court jester and everybody like the approval rating will go up.
Mm-hmm. No, you got to be able to deliver the speech, too.
Mm-hmm.
He delivered the speech. It was really iconic.
Man, if you ever got a chance to deliver a speech like that, you'd be doing like Cheetos commercials and stuff. Or whatever.
Yeah. Got to win something.
He was dressed as a mummer. It's a traditional Philadelphia character.
A mummer?
I'm like Slay. I thought he was a court jester.
Yeah, what is a mummer?
A mummer is where is this at?
Person often masked and costumed who participates in a folk play or tradition, typically during festive seasons like Christmas or New Year's. I mean, that's the court jester. But also that leads me down the path because y'all know me. Where did the court jester come from?
Oh, boy.
Babsy's here, y'all.
Hey.
Wow.
What up, Babsy?
She's coming off a weekend.
Twitch, please.
Oh. A court jester, also known as a fool.
Oh, wow.
Was a member of a royal or noble household whose role was to entertain and lighten the mood of the court. They were often known for their silly antics, jokes, and songs, but also held a unique position where they could offer frank, though humorous, advice to their superiors.
Babs calls us that all the time. Fool. You fools.
Y'all fools.
Slay Dog's here, y'all.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
PGA Championship. Scott Scheffler won the PGA by 5 strokes. That's fitting.
How boring is that?
We were talking about, your husband and I, Travis and I were talking about, he wasn't even in the lead, like, while we were watching it at your place. But we're like, watch him win by 5 strokes. Like, he's just messing with people.
What kind of run is he on? Because I keep on hearing people. I heard McAfee talk about Being mentioned in a conversation with Tiger. I heard Will bring it up on Ramon.
Everybody
Will.
loves to do that.
Like, I hate when they do that. Like, it's what like
Because the minute they start doing that,
they fall off.
they fall off.
But what kind of run is it? Is it that legendary? What
That
he's
was
on?
his third major title. He's got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But he won by 5 strokes. Began the day with 3-stroke lead, but was even with John Rahm at the turn. Rahm fell apart. It all came together for Scheffler on the back 9, and he cruised to victory. It was at this event last year that Scheffler was arrested trying to get to.
This was the same event?
Yeah, PGA Championship.
In Kentucky?
Last year it was in Valhalla.
Oh, they rotate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In Louisville.
Oh, Louisville, y'all will never. Oh, boy, y'all will never get it again.
Slay, you want to know what he's done?
Yes.
Scotty Scheffler's done?
If my mic would work.
Yes.
What in the
His mic's not working anymore.
Okay.
But yes.
I'll send an email to engineering, but in the meantime, he has won
Inventory
3
time.
majors, just like Mayor said, 2 Masters and the 2025 PGA Championship. He's currently ranked number 1 in the world. He holds the record for most weeks at number 1, surpassing Rory McIlroy and Dustin Johnson. He's won 15 PGA Tour events, including the PGA Championship, the Players Championship, and the CJ Cup. Byron Nelson. Additionally, he secured an Olympic gold medal at the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. He was named the PGA Tour Rookie of the Year and the FedEx Cup champion.
Okay, explain to me, like, I'm a
pretty good.
4-year-old, how that in comparison to Tiger. What would Tiger like?
Oh, gosh.
I don't think he's near Tiger. I don't think he's
That's what I'm
like
saying.
that
Like,
Tiger yet.
I don't know. I wish I knew.
mean,
I wish I was up
Like
on it.
Tiger was not only dominant like at his prime, but like LeBron, Tiger was dominant over such a long span of time.
So Scheffler has 3 majors. Tiger has 15.
So he's just
And they only play 4 a year.
Yeah.
he also hasn't been. I mean, he's been a professional golfer for what, like 6 years now.
Oh, hell, I
maybe
don't know.
7 years,
So what
something like
you
that.
saying? He's on his way.
No.
Hey, I'm just playing. I'm just trying to help.
I just thought it was
Like,
interesting
the
that,
other
like,
stories.
it's been a year since he got arrested, and then he ends up winning that event
No, that's
a
excellent.
year after being in jail.
I wish they would have did it outside of Louisville.
Do you know where he went to college?
Well, this one was
It
outside.
better not been in Louisville.
No, he went to Texas.
Oh, okay. Louisville, y'all dumb. They dumb. A guy on the street like this, y'all go arrest him.
Well, then they were all wrong about, like, the story was wrong.
Even
and-
more so. I remember. Oh, man. Was this a year ago or 2 years ago?
A year ago.
I was walking good, man. You know what? That's when I started to have my trouble. I was walking. We were texting while I was walking because the story broke, and I was walking in the morning. I was on the track. I didn't stretch. And I just went out there walking.
I didn't know you walked on a track.
Yeah, upstairs in the YMCA, you know, you got the little
Oh,
upstairs
I
joint.
remember that,
Yeah,
yeah.
Concord, yep. And I
Remember when
ain't
you
been
were
right since.
Remember when you were walking the wrong way and somebody said something?
Yeah,
to you?
this is all the same day.
Oh, you better be doing things right there.
They don't play that. No,
They
that's
don't
their
play-
terror dome.
That's like car pickup line at schools and daycare.
Yeah.
If you don't do it right, if you're a newbie
Yeah.
and you screw it up,
They gonna
you
be hot
are
at you.
going to hear about it.
Mm-hmm. We've been having trouble since then.
Like Michael Keaton and Mr. Mom.
Mm-hmm.
That was so good.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The people at the Y will get you.
No, they were hot at me.
I like how you said that's their terror dome. That's
It is.
that's funny.
They were looking at me like, first of all, why you even up here? Like, this ain't your time to be walking, and now you walking the wrong direction. And man pointed at the side. He pointed at the side. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. He was like, no, this on Mondays you got to go this way. Tuesday you go. I'm like, hey man, come on.
Why they
dog.
mix it up?
Like, first of all, this little bit of track. Like,
They
y'all
mix
can
it
have
up
this
so
little
you're
track.
not just,
Yeah, going the
every
same
single
direction.
day.
Listen, y'all.
Get different
Couldn't you
views.
tell that you were going a different way?
Your body gets used to going one way. I guess they wanted.
But you couldn't tell that you were walking against the grain?
I didn't know. I mean, it was going so slow. I was
So-
going faster.
What are we going to learn this year? Let's fast forward 17 weeks and
Mm-hmm.
the season plays out and Cam Ward's the starting quarterback and all these things happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
What will we learn about Brian Callahan? What will we learn about Cam Ward? It's such an open-ended couple of questions. But I'm really curious, but Zeph brought this up in the chat. I'm really curious about this marriage between this head coach and this player and what it's
Also,
going to look like.
Do you feel like you will learn more this season about Cam Ward or Brian Callahan?
That's a great question. Let's talk about it. 615-737-1045.
Write it down.
Man, lots of rain. You need to know this company, United Structural Systems. We got more rain coming tomorrow. As a matter of fact, United Structural Systems, a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. Yeah, possible tornadoes and severe weather tomorrow. Waterproofing issues. What are you looking for? Standing water in your crawl space, musty odors in your house, cracks in the basement flooring, hardwood floors cupping. Your house may be trying to tell you something if you're experiencing all those things or any of those things. Putting off a moisture issue in your home, bad for your health, could lead to more expensive repairs down the road. United Structural Systems, USSTN.com is the website. Go ahead and go there, and you can find out what they have to offer in terms of foundation repair and waterproofing. And when it comes to large home repairs, a lot of times homeowners pretend you don't see the warning signs. You're afraid of what you're going to hear. This is especially true with waterproofing and foundation repair. It could be something big that needs to be fixed. It could be a small problem now that will become bigger, or it could be nothing. Bottom line, you don't know until you know. So call the experts. USS homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. They guarantee their best. Call USS 615-488-7855. USS serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. Online, USSTN.com.
See, I'm up here talking about all these MRIs and things like this, trying to get my knee back active. Well, tomorrow at, let's see, everybody, because I want to be accurate and I don't want to be lying to y'all. I want to tell y'all the truth.
Actual and factual.
Actual and factual. I would be at Kellum Stem Cell 745. Getting the secret sauce to see if this knee get back activated. And you can do the exact same thing. Why do it? Is it going to be a quick session? Because you know what? They have already stored my body stem cells already. And it's your body, your cells, your solution. So I automatically go in, get them redeployed based on the needs, and that'll be my knee and my shoulder also. Just get a little touch up there. Understand that stem cells attack the inflammation in the body, and we know that all autoimmune disorders derive from inflammation. So get there. Get the number. That number is 615-850-4415. 615-850-4415. KellumStemCellInstitute.com. And yes, it works.
Two Rivers Ford announces employee pricing for everyone. Every tradesman, every dad, every rising star. You pay what we pay. Two Rivers Ford. Locally owned. American made.
Whether you're a homeowner creating your dream space or a pro managing multiple projects, discover a new way to shop at Ferguson Home, where great ideas become stunning spaces. Ferguson Home is designed for the way you want to shop. Explore the best selection of bath, kitchen, and lighting products online, or experience items firsthand in one of our showrooms. Our experts offer personalized support every step of the way. Bring your vision to Ferguson Home, where it all comes together. Shop top brands like Visual Comfort or find your local showroom at fergusonhome.com.
Three at 1045 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Hey, if you meet new people, like, and make new friends and stuff, tell them about 3HL.
Yeah. Yeah, do that.
Starburst Minis, huh?
Mm-hmm. I bought them. We had Baby Bab's recital.
You had a lot going this weekend.
Dude, it was a crazy weekend. Like, Mama needs a nap. Anyway, I bought them for the recital because you know you're about to sit there for like 3 hours and watch 8 million dances. And I was like, I need a snack.
3 hours?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's tough. It's a 3-hour tour.
Mm-hmm.
Strangely, I do not like Starburst at all, but I like Starburst Minis.
Is it because they're not as dry?
Yeah. Yeah, they're softer.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Slay?
I like the regular
Because they're
ones.
in their little
I don't like those kind.
foil bag.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Foil
These are only
bags.
red and
Like
pink ones,
Tic Tac
too.
mixed with gum or something.
Take that gum.
Well, good. I know that those won't get eaten then.
So, what are we going to learn about Cam Ward? What are we going to learn about
Brian Callahan.
Brian Callahan? So, if there is success, like, is it because of the quarterback? Is it because of the coach? Like, at what percentage? Is it 50-50? Also, what is success?
Oof.
I got
That's
a thought.
Is
Do
success
you?
simply
Because I can't define that.
is success simply
not what success is.
going above what the Vegas win total is right now, which is 5.5? If he gets his 6 wins, that doubles his wins from last year, and he's back, right?
Yes,
Yeah, ain't no
absolutely.
Yeah, but I also think you can't gauge success off what the national media is saying as well, because they're not going to be watching as close as everyone else. As a franchise, you got to be watching and understand where your goals are. Can you meet those check marks throughout the year? You know what I mean? And not move the goalposts. I think that's going to be key, because if it comes out hot and everybody gets behind it, don't start all of a sudden, oh, we're in the playoffs. No, just where you had the goalpost. If you exceed that, great. But understand you trying to meet that mark. Like, don't start putting added pressure on the guys or nothing like that. I ain't with none of that. But this is what I think. I wrote it down so I don't forget. I know more about Brian Callahan if he has his job.
That's simple.
You know what I'm saying? Because what that means is trending in the right direction. Mm-hmm. And we'll know. I'm not sure what we'll know about Cam Ward because we'll know as much as Callahan allows us to know about Cam Ward because of the play calling, how good he feels about where they are offensively. The more he opens it up and the more we get to see from Cam Ward.
Right.
Because he could keep it concise and say, all right, for this year, we're gonna get you acclimated to the NFL. Yeah, we're going to have some plays in them. We're going to be able to be successful, but we're going to crawl in this journey. Because 6 wins is actually kind of crawling. You ain't really walking.
6 wins it's not something to
you know what
be
I'm saying? We're on the
excited
top of
about.
That's so.
But the fact of the matter would be they exceeded the Vegas thing. They also doubled the win total from the previous year, which is smart on his part, to lose all those games.
And how you lose it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, it's
because Cam Ward's going to have moments, right? Like, he's going to have great moments. He's going to have awful moments. He just is. I mean, he's a rookie quarterback. But so how consistent can he get is one question. And then they help each other, right? Like,
absolutely.
To increase whatever you think about the other one, they're going to help each other with that.
But more Callahan for me.
More Callahan for you.
I go 70-30 Callahan.
I think we are going to learn way more about Callahan than we will Cam Ward this year. Way more.
Okay.
Just because I think there were a lot of question marks last year, and I've said it often. I think part of it is Callahan getting used to his role and figuring out what works from a play calling standpoint, and then also I think he was limited because of Will Levis, because I think he opened up the playbook and did some things, and then Will Levis showed early on, right now you can't trust me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that, I think, affected Callahan as a coach. So, I mean, I think if they don't get, don't you think 6 wins is the number? If they don't get 6 wins, I think Callahan's questionable.
Yeah, I mean,
at best.
To return.
Like, if they win 5 games, I guess it depends on
quarterback,
how you're losing. Also, like, what is the offense?
35, 38 points a game.
What does the offense look like?
You know
and can you then fix the defense? Then maybe survive something like that. Yeah. So that's an interesting point.
You're in a sense reconstructing the offense this year. You're patchworking the defense. It feels like.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because you just don't have enough resources or draft picks or free agents that you can entice to come here. And why would you pay free agents a ton of money when you know it's not a year that you're going to contend because you have too many holes to fill? You just can't. Mm-hmm. And really, it was probably close to that last year. But if Will Levis was going to be the guy, they did enough to be okay, to have some holes filled, and then injuries took over, and then losses took over. Yeah.
Scrap it all.
Scrap it and go.
What do you think?
615. That's why Rand Carthon got fired.
615-737-1045. Harold on YouTube says, if we win game 1, Cam's the first ballot Hall of Famer, and we're winning the Super Bowl this year. Can you imagine if they go to Denver and they, light it up, and they win, 27-10 against that defense with a rookie quarterback? Can you imagine what the phone calls would be the next week? And
then we're going to have to replay Slay's Don't Move the Goalpost at some point during the season. Because the other thing is, I mean, you still don't have a ton of depth on anywhere, honestly, but on your offensive line too. So it might look okay early on, and then when the brutal nature of the NFL throughout a season takes over, then it's a disaster towards the end of the year when you don't have depth and it shows. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yep.
When you've got people banged up.
Then you go on to the other part about it in this season. Looking at the schedule, you go on the road, then you got 2 at home, but then the next 4 of your 5 are on the road for a team that's trying to gel.
Yeah.
First 2 out of 3 are at home. They have weird cycles in this.
Then 4 out of 5 on the road,
and then they have 4 games around the bye.
what Mayor was saying. Hey, on the road, Slay,
No, absolutely.
you did it on the road. Helps from a focus, chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
You're with your guys, and that's it. There's nothing else to.
Especially when you took Slay and his crew to New York.
Yeah, that was time.
Y'all were focused.
But this is the thing. Yeah, but that was
maybe that's a bad example.
No. That's a good example. But the difference is that was a veteran bunch.
Right.
That's the problem. You going out here with these younger guys, and I'm always say, man, it is so difficult at any level for a rookie or freshman to lead you to the promised land. That's hard to do, man.
Definitely hard to do. My only point with starting on the road there might be fewer distractions because, like, if you start at home, you're here to hear all the stuff. And I know he says that he doesn't pay attention to anything and all those things, but
Cam?
Yeah, but you still have tons of people that are close to you that will hit you up for tickets and all that stuff.
Oh, but you better know that's happening on the road. They hitting you for them tickets. But this is the thing too. If you get on a losing streak on the road, you automatically switch mentally and start thinking, man, we need a home game, dog. We need to feel the love from the crowd. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go on the road again. You lose that one, then you go on the road again. It's like,
but how important is it?
Last year.
How important is it that 2 of the first 3 games are at home?
Huge.
So, like, if you can steal the Denver game,
that's huge.
Then you come home and you've got 2 home games.
I think that's huge. Because we always say, well, we're playing
stealing the Denver
quarters.
game.
Why not?
Hey, it's going to be tough.
Okay.
I mean, Denver was 10-7 last year and then got.
Did we have a line?
I remember Todd was on when y'all asked him, and I was off.
He said 6.5, 5.5.
He said it could get up to double digits.
Yeah.
Which is enormous in the NFL.
That defense, another year with Bo Nix under Sean Payton.
Yep.
Like this don't bode well.
That doesn't bode well.
63
with
sacks.
what the Titans have on defense.
Right.
63 sacks last year for Denver.
Although, have you been following Big Jeff? Because he's all in.
He's getting
now.
to it. He's
all in, and he's talking all about it.
I'm glad he's putting that out too.
You are?
Yes, I am.
I don't think I am.
Because this is what I'm thinking, Babsy. Because me as a fan watching, and I've been saying it. Since right before the season ended, right before we're getting ready to go into free agency. Man, what if Big Jeff asked for a trade? So to him speaking like this, at least we got one more year to get it right. That's why I'm like, hey, man.
Because he wanted more help from the draft.
He was on stage with that rally for the runway.
Higher, yes, and straight set.
Saw it.
Yeah.
We can hear it, so to hear him speaking like this means he is engaged. He does see something he likes. They got to get a couple more pieces for him, though. And I think I don't know none of this, but Tavondre can help buy him one more year. If he can take a step, it's going to be humongous if Tavondre Sweat can take another step to relieve some of that pressure of double teams, like Big Jeff getting them all the time. Think how much Big Jeff opened it up for Harold Landry last year. Harold Landry don't get them sacks if it ain't for Big Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
We watched it week after week coming in, like looking at it on the all 22, like, man, look at this stunt he's doing. Like, it's freeing Harold Landry up. So if Tavondre can do that for him, or he can take another step, you got to buy Big Jeff some time, man. Because if he's working like this, you ain't working like this for nothing.
They have tried to help the rookie quarterback, obviously, right? With the free agent addition at left tackle, you move Latham to right side, where all of the experts we talked to at the Super Bowl thinks he should be there anyway. But is Cushenberry going to be 100% by the time the Denver game rolls around? All those things, but they should be better up front, right? They should be better up front.
Oh.
You add Lockett, you've got Ridley in year 2 in this system. You got Callahan now with a quarterback that he feels like he will be able to shape and help and all these things, and that his skill set kind of mirrors what Callahan wants to do, like it didn't with Levis. The 2 backs are back. Hopefully Tajay Spears is not dealing with, missing 5 games with injuries and can catch balls out of the backfield. Yeah. Tony Pollard can hit it up inside, all these things. They've done what they can on that side of the ball. I'm with Babs. I think we're going to reach a point where maybe they find some rhythm on offense, and defense is the problem.
Yep.
Where's the pass rush coming from?
Ooh.
If you can't rush a quarterback in the NFL,
No.
they will pick you apart. I don't care who it is.
Yep. Which will allow you to just start running the ball. They ain't got to run the ball. Just 4-yard passes.
Well, that Indianapolis game, they ran the ball. What was it,
Yes, they did.
340 yards? Or
Yeah, see that's when you just throw your hands up. That's what I don't want him to get to. I don't want Big Jeff just throwing his hands up. Need him all locked in. You gotta get some insight. The pass rush. All right, let me ask you this.
Oh, here it comes.
If we can find an inside linebacker and an average pass rusher, does that help us?
Well, I mean, they got the guy from Denver, right?
Yes.
Like, so if he's good, he's good. Maybe you just need like an average inside linebacker.
What you
and
go look at it? A spot track? Is that where you be going, Yor?
Sometimes depends for what.
I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for help.
Help me find a footballplayer.com.
Please.
I need an edgerusher.com.
We out here searching, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, currently, you're looking at
Available. Here we go.
Oh, you're talking about available.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nothing available.
But you may have to go get an old cat.
They brought in Draymond Jones from Seattle. What does he give you?
I've never really heard his name, so I don't know.
Well, his role is going to be different. He's going to be up the field a lot more. But Cody Barton, obviously the inside linebacker from Denver, was their second leading tackler, actually, last year. And then next to him, it's either going to be Cedric Gray or Otis Reese or James Williams. Right?
Yeah.
Arden Key isn't an every down player, but he can get after the quarterback from time to time.
He got to take a step. You got to take a step in order to keep this intact.
Maybe he can't take that step.
And he may not be able to.
I mean,
Can you do
sometimes
some
you have those role guys that
We're in trouble
are
if he can't.
good for what they are, you know?
We're in
I
trouble
love
if he
that we're
can't.
trying to find sacks on the Tennessee defense.
No, that's scary.
I mean, because I just told you Denver had 63. Can you find 63
No.
on this roster?
Can't spell 63
What are you
on this roster.
doing? What are you even talking
Add it up with
about?
all the numbers.
Oh
on
my
this roster.
gosh.
I told you
We're
they
trying
had.
to find like 25.
I told you returning, they had less than 20.
Yeah.
And of all the guys last year, not including the college guys, because they haven't done anything in the NFL. So
You guys are such Debbie Downers, man.
Well, according to Big Jeff, he's going to be a double-digit sack guy. So
He said he need that. That'll help.
Big Jeff is?
yeah.
Telling you, he Big Jeff back to
All I know.
popping his Shiano like he used to.
Yeah.
And you
All
know
I
what?
know-
And he
Now
helped it
he
too
better
now.
back it up because
Yeah.
once you
Say stuff like that.
say stuff
I like
and
him
put
putting that on there,
videos
though.
out and doing
Yeah.
I mean, like Derrick Henry would put out his workout videos,
Yep.
right? And he always backed it up.
Yep.
By the way, congrats to Derrick Henry on the 2-year extension. What was it, $30 million or something?
Yeah.
2 years, $30 million,
Hell yeah.
25 guaranteed.
He found a good spot.
Richie in the chat said, "Who is the face of the Titans?" I mean, it has been Big Jeff,
No,
right?
it's your rookie quarterback. This is where you are.
That's
Yeah, I don't think it's fair for a defensive tackle to be the face of your team.
I think it's
Why not?
fair. I'm totally fine with
Yeah, why
that.
not?
But I also don't think Big Jeff's numbers and what he's done has been good enough to be that face either.
Yeah, I was talking about that on Buck show, you always got to not preface it, but put an asterisk by it because he played hurt.
Played hurt, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things that I think got to be taken into account. Once we talked to Chris Johnson, the way he was treated
Right.
at the Super Bowl, and learned some behind the scenes about his story, then we know what Big Jeff was going through. He came on our show talking about, man, revealing to people like, man, I played through injury, like I had to go get surgery. You know what I'm saying? So I think you gotta mention that part. Because if you don't, like, we don't know how they feel in the building about it. But me as a player, I'd be like, well, you know what? There's no way I'm about to play through anything for this franchise. If they're going to dog walk me like that, you know what I'm saying? If they ain't going to take up for me, you know what I mean? So not us in the media, but the franchise, I'm the coaches, you know what I'm saying, when they come out and speak.
Yeah.
That would be my thing. I'm out.
But Zeph, why don't you
Yeah, I don't understand that myself.
why are you against that?
Listen, the defense has had its faults. The run game, particularly the last couple years, has been bad. But it's been the offensive side of the ball that has been that is talked about, and it's nothing to do with like fair.
I mean, typically the quarterback is the face of the franchise.
Yeah, and offense runs the show in the NFL.
If it's good.
But
Yeah,
Big Jeff,
if you got a franchise guy there, though.
Big Jeff is the face of the franchise. Who did we bring that up to? And they scoffed at it. Jason Whitlock. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because he asked the question, "Who's the face of the franchise?" And you said Big Jeff, and he's like,
Who? Yeah.
because he had the
He
opinion
said
that
like something like
Jeff.
exact. But this is the thing Aaron Donald was.
Aaron Donald was, yeah.
Yeah, but Aaron Donald was
Aaron
different.
Donald.
Aaron Donald. Big Jeff is not Aaron Donald.
No, I'm not saying it is, but Tony Pollard ain't Derrick Henry. Cam Ward ain't Steve McNair. So I mean, like, them guys ain't even half of proven. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the only guy that's proven that has a resume that you're gonna trot out there, I'm trotting Big Jeff out. Who you gonna trot? Amani Hooker?
No, it's definitely Big Jeff.
No.
Yeah, ain't
It's
no
definitely
question.
Big Jeff.
That's
There's
How many
no
sacks?
other option.
How many
Yeah,
sacks?
That's the other part.
How many sacks were you looking for? 25.
Yeah. Can you get that?
Titans finished number 30 in the league last year with 32 sacks.
Okay, so I need to up that.
Just bring it up so fast.
I know, but
Denver
how
was
many,
last
how many
32.
did they lose with Harold?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those were the quietest 8 or 9 or how many did he end up with? I don't even
I think
remember.
he got the double digits. He might have
I
got to
thought he
11
got-
or something.
yeah.
10 or 10 and a half, 11.
It doesn't matter. They gone.
Denver had 63. They led the NFL. Baltimore was second with 54. Like Denver was 9 ahead
God, that's
of the
nuts.
league. And you want 25?
No, I was being sarcastic. That you can't even find
Can't find?
25
Well,
right
what
now.
I thought was funny was how close to their number last year you actually were.
I know, which is sad. And a dozen are gone.
All right, talking Titans football.
Ollie
What do
Gay,
you
we
think?
got Ollie Gay. Is Ollie Gay coming back? He got one.
He got one. You want Ollie Gay to double up to 2?
that one can always help you. If it's a half and a half, that means he split another.
If they had 32, they need to. Everyone needs to double up, including Landry. Somebody needs his.
And they still would barely be at
They would be one ahead
It's
of
tough,
Denver.
y'all. It's tough.
All right, back to the quarterback and the coach. What are we going to learn? What do y'all think?
Landry had 9 last year, too.
615-737-1045.
Are you maxed out on credit cards? Struggling with high interest debt? Maybe you want to pay it off in days. You can with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Get cash out now. Don't touch your low rate. Your first mortgage, no appraisals, no waiting, none of that stuff. Loan Pronto can help you out. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. LoanPronto.com. Started out there. 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto is an A-plus rated business by the BBB. Have nearly 2,500 five-star Google reviews. Service off the charts. We used them. They were great. And they can help you get debt relief now off the equity in your home. LoanPronto.com, 615-499-5780. LoanPronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
What's happening, y'all? Cairo scammers, they're out here. They're everywhere. But you got to understand, I got an important message from our good friends at Bar Durham Injury Law. That's BDIL for you out there listening. When I use that abbreviation, understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's Bar Durham Injury Law. Now, some lawyers chase ambulances. You get it? Like the dogs. They just barking and getting wild and trying to get your attention. They'll do anything to get your attention, but not Blair Durham and his team. If someone calls you after a wreck, people, they're breaking the law. You need to be on top of this. There are lawyers breaking the law. Believe it. Blair and the team at Bar Durham Injury Law, they don't play those type of games. When you make the call, they answer. They're local, trusted, and ready to fight for you. No gimmicks, just a team that's on your side from the start. So, if you or someone you love is ever in a wreck, remember Blair's number. Here it is, 615-242-9000. 615-242-9000, local, trusted, ready to fight for you. Bartolome Injury Law.
Three HL 1045, The Zone. Zeph, did you mess your hair up on purpose just because it became such a topic?
No, my headphones probably messing it up. To take them on and off so much.
You really didn't like being told you looked like Derek Dooley.
I don't want to be compared to that.
I feel that, though.
Orange pants is in my nightmare sometimes.
Orange pants. You don't have any orange pants?
I do not.
That was a time. That was a time.
So you okay, man?
Yep.
You need one of them seats that like rises you up and kind of pushes you out and then kind of stays there. And then when you're getting ready to sit down, you go right back down.
Nah, that seat over there does it.
It does?
Yep. See how high it is? I go back down. I don't like that seat.
I was walking out while Babs was doing that commercial. Did she get through that?
Rough on that girl. Yep, she got it.
She said it was the mini starburst.
Mm-hmm.
615-737-1045. Hey, man. Things you got to deal with at work.
Hey, what did you think, though, Yor? You didn't say. What did you think about...
about what?
Callahan and what we'll find out from Callahan and Cam Ward.
I agreed with you.
You agree with the 70-30?
I forgot you said that.
That was at the end.
70-30 who? Callahan? Yeah. Oh, it's way more on him, I think.
Yep.
I mean, this is...
And we learn more about him than we do Cam Ward?
how many people have ever had the opportunity to be a head coach in the NFL, right? Like, this is his chance. He had that year last year. He knows he's up against it. They just use the overall number 1 pick on a quarterback that they trust you to manage and develop.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think it's all.
Don't screw it up.
Yes.
Don't screw it up, Callie.
He needs that on his alarm on his phone.
No,
so, like, when he wakes up in the morning, he hears Babs every single day say,
don't screw it up.
right?
No, man.
You don't think that'll keep him in a positive mindset? You think it'll mess with him?
Everybody can't handle it, man. Somebody,
Only us?
Yeah, we prepared for it. You know that motivates us. It might not motivate Kelly. It might send Kelly off the hinges.
Big savagery. Ramon Foster in the chat. Hey, Babs, he says.
What up, savage? What up, fool?
Also, what up, fool? He also wrote, I can't stand who? M-A-E-V-E.
Mav, how you say her name? From Mobland, the wife, Conrad's wife.
Oh.
I don't even
The
know
mother,
what
grandma.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
We talked about it on your
Maeve, yeah.
We talked about it on your porch, on your patio,
Deck.
on your deck.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what your deck is?
No, I didn't know. No, what did you talk
You
about?
just fixed it. Remember, your mom almost fell through.
Yeah, Mobland. Do a show Mobland.
I was not out. I was not there for that conversation.
Dang it, Babsy.
I think you were, actually.
Talk about
that's
that in
okay.
lineness.
Then I wasn't listening.
Yeah,
I had one of our neighbors was asking me what the other show was y'all were talking about.
Lioness.
He got
Lioness,
No, he got Lioness. He couldn't figure out Mobland.
Mobland.
Oh, good. I'm going
Mobland.
to text him.
Okay.
And let him know.
I think. Have they completed season 1, or do they add?
Mobland?
Yeah, or
No,
do they
Mobland
add
is-
once a week?
See, this show just started this year.
Right, I know, but like I've gone
once a week. One a week.
Okay, I've gone through 6 episodes,
Yeah, it's
but
once a
I
week.
think I'm at the end of where they have.
Yeah, I
put
think it
out
comes
there.
out every Monday, so a new one should come out tonight every Tuesday or Monday. One of the
Ooh,
two.
new one tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, because episode 6, it ended with a bang.
Don't ruin it for people.
What's that going to tell you?
I don't know. I don't even.
Look for the bang.
Okay, I
Or a
guess I need
boom
to.
or something. I
I
don't
need
know.
to watch
You
it.
should, Babsy.
Hey, I'm
White
at
Lotus,
my
too.
point where I can watch something right now.
White
You only got
Lotus,
about, what, you got
too.
about 3 weeks? Mm-hmm. So come on, Babsy. We need you.
By the way, 96 days until college football season.
You know what I heard when I was out? You kept saying, I'm going to say 100 days all day long today.
I did, too.
Oh, and he did it all day.
That was Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw somebody tweeted out, I don't know if this is true, but I do know 96 days is true. They said only 15 more Saturdays without college football,
Ooh.
Man.
which means Bab's about to go to work.
Yep. Savage, too. I mean, I get my
Savage,
Sundays. I
too.
get my Sundays with Savage. I got to trade in my Saturdays.
You're not going to get your Saturdays?
Sundays. No, he'll be gone.
My guess is you could probably figure out a way into that little Vol Network little booth.
I'm a bust up in there. I'm just saying, yeah, I wish Mike Keefe and them would think they safe in there. I'm coming straight up in there, dog. I'm straight up in there. Beer in hand. That's college atmosphere. I ain't got pros. I got to act a little different. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you
people
do.
watching. You know what I mean? College? Oh, no. I'm coming up through there. I'm a blasted student. Belligerent. Is what I would be.
Yeah, but this is like Mike's big chance as the voice of the Vols.
Mike-
And
Mike-
you can't run up
Yeah,
in there
Mike,
acting a fool court
Dude,
jester.
You need somebody you can point the finger at. You need a guy like me. You need a bad guy. You can point your finger and say, that's the bad guy. Yeah, I'm coming up in there, Mike.
Is that like what?
Babs, you got to get off.
Phrasing slang.
What'd I say?
Nothing.
Point your finger at me?
Just let it go.
I have no
Bust up in
idea.
there? Belligerent? What I say was wrong?
This is Mike's big chance, man. You can't be up there belligerent.
No, yes, I can.
Just give him a couple weeks.
I save Mike Keefe.
You do?
Yeah.
You take him down a little bit?
No, I let him be the professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Donnie and them come by, walking by, Danny White, man, who's in there acting a fool? It's just Slay. Like, y'all done put me on jumbotrons and everything. Now you can't take me back now.
can't. Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, it ain't getting back.
Come on,
You
man.
can't put it back in.
I'm all out the tube.
Speaking of jumbotrons, did y'all see the video that went viral where the guy was like, they put him on the jumbotron? He was like doing a bump of coke.
Yeah, that was that
Did you see
Minnesota
that?
game?
I think it was the Twins.
Yeah, but boy was he was trying to get there.
He didn't care.
No, trying to find his level.
Trying to find his level.
Was.
Oh man, weird things happen in the North in baseball games.
Yeah, man.
Toronto, remember they got the hotel up there, and had just gone in.
I remember you said that. Did you send that to us?
It happened.
I'm gonna go find it.
Everybody in the outfield was watching these two people go at it.
We got the young people listening.
I'm just gonna leave it there. That can mean a variety of things.
Okay.
Toronto Blue Jays, Sky Dome.
Okay.
You okay, Slay?
Yeah.
Belligerent.
Yeah, that's me. Will from the Ville said he's gonna be there with me, belligerent. He'll be a little calmer though.
Will's going wherever you go, and vice versa.
Oh, we definitely going.
Y'all travel together.
What is it? What did you say I'm looking for?
If Toronto Blue Jays hotel.
Oh, it was the Timberwolves game.
Yeah, yep.
Jonathan in the chat said.
Oh, where the guy did coke
Go.
on the jumbotron.
I thought it was inside. Yeah.
Do you think he got arrested like immediately? Like, dude, I just saw you do it. There you are.
I don't know.
Because they showed him, and then they immediately went to two women eating cotton candy or something. What, did you find it?
Yeah, they got two guys in the window drinking beer watching the game, and then in the other window, it's activity.
Are they being belligerent?
No.
Mike Keith's probably listening to this right now, Slay
They're
Dog.
being more intimate than belligerent.
They're going to put a code on that Vol Network door.
No, they won't. No, they will not. Not give me the code. Because then now you want to see me act up. Because
Don't allow you access?
Yeah, you got the windows on the side of, like, I can look through the window and see you.
If you go in the next booth.
Yeah, to go in the next booth. So would you want me in the next booth banging on the glass? Like, that ain't what the people, come on now. Hey,
Oh, my God.
just let them on in.
See it all happen.
The best thing to do is let them in, give them a little cooler back there.
Mike Keith knows this is going to happen, right?
Mike Keith has invited it.
I will say this, like, I had always heard that the Titans radio
That's the
booth
word.
was
I don't know.
like a sacred place that no one went during games. They were up to business in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's always in business.
And then you show up.
I only get to show up on wins, though, at the Titans.
Oh, you come at the end.
At that time. That was
But
professional.
you won't watch the whole game in the Vol Network booth.
Yeah.
It's high.
No.
It's high.
Yeah, first
You
half
cannot.
I watched it out there with the people. Second half, I'm going up there with them.
I think you should flip those.
I don't know.
I think a half is way too long.
I'm going in there.
I'm going to say like one
Going in there.
possession.
I'm going in there. And I
Do you
hope
remember-
them windows can hold me.
I just remember Zeph finding you pregame, and then he hung out with you to the point where he could not find his seats in Neyland Stadium, and he took a guy that had never been there before, and that guy was the guy that led him into Neyland Stadium.
I let you know what the sleigh atmosphere is.
And then we whooped Kentucky.
Suck it.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Were you shotgunning beers too, Zeph?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
I threw up in a garbage bag, and I threw it under a parking transit car and walked off.
Yeah, Zeph was out there living his life, boy.
Party was Slade. This is what Mikey signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Did he beat you in shotgun?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Slade cooked me. I had no chance.
Slade literally is like 2 seconds.
I was in
it's
shock.
going.
When I
was in shock.
finished, Slade was sitting there like hands on his hips, like I've been waiting. And I was like, "How did you do that?"
That was a good time right there.
We need to break.
You're like the Kenyan marathon runner of shotgun and beers.
No, I'm like
You're just
Usain
waiting
Bolt.
at the finish line for everybody else to
I'm
come through.
Usain Bolt, man.
I got you. All right, more Titans talk when we come back. 615-737-1045. Also, some college softball news for you. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
What's happening, Brentwood Jewelry? BrentwoodJewelry.com is where you need to head to. It's 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. physically go in the store and just take your time, man. I mean, set a time slot, maybe 15 minutes. Go through everything and just see what you're missing out on. I promise you'll come out of there wanting to call a friend and be like, hey, man, you got to get over to Brentwood Jewelry. They'll say, where is it? And you'll tell them 7012 Church Street East, right where you came out of. Exceptional style, exceptional deals. Every day for over 50 years. And if they can't make it in there physically, you go to BrentwoodJewelry.com and pull up anything from engagement rings to watches. They do repairs, whatever it is, heirlooms that you want to pass down that you need to get, shined up, a little touch up to. They can also do that. But when it comes to watches, remember, they are Nashville's premier timepiece dealer right there at Brentwood Jewelry. Not only do they have the best selection of watches, but they have the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes, vintage Rolexes, and current models. So don't miss out on these deals. It's BrentwoodJewelry.com.
I want to tell you about North Point Roofing Systems. We have some severe weather coming again tomorrow, possible hail. And if you were in any of the areas that got hit last week or 2 weeks ago by hail, then you might need North Point Roofing Systems to come on out and check out your roof. Free drone inspections is what they do. And what they do is it takes about 13 minutes. Supposed to come out to my house tomorrow and do it. And they will basically diagnose what your roof looks like with their AI drone technology. Look at the health of the roof. That way you don't have anybody up there that could risk damaging the roof further or fabricate damage or any of that. You know that you can trust them. And the drone they use is cutting edge. So with their layered drone inspection, they load it into their AI software technology and then diagnose the roof quality versus maybe somebody else just getting up there and looking. Yes, North Point Roofing Systems, GAF, largest, or they are a GAF Master Elite Roofer, which only the top 1% of roofers have this added training and label. It's based on training, background checks, all the things. So you can trust North Point Roofing Systems. You want to check out their drone inspection, just go online, reach out to them at northpointroofingsystems.com.
Good evening. It's 5:04. I'm Joe Spinano live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. SEC Baseball Awards announced today. 4 Vols found themselves on the All-SEC list. Liam Doyle earned first team All-SEC and SEC Pitcher of the Year. Went 9-3, had a 2.72 ERA and a nation-leading 137 strikeouts. Andrew Fisher was first team All-SEC. He led the league in homers with 22 and reached base safely in all 56 games. Gavin Keelan was All-SEC first team. Hunter Ensley, second team, and All-Defensive team. In NFL news today, the 49ers and Fred Warner agreed to terms on a new 3-year contract extension worth $63 million. He's the NFL's highest-paid linebacker. He gets 56.7 of that guaranteed. Fire Foundation Repair and Waterproofing needs. You need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HVAC 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. We are here for you. Chris Lowe normally joins us on Monday. He will actually be in town tomorrow to go to the AC/DC concert, so he's going to hop in studio live. You may need to text him just to clarify that he's not doing both days, Zeph.
Get in here.
Executive producer of 3HO, Zeph.
What's up?
What up, Zeb?
He's great at texting people.
My best man just texted me, the guy who led me into the stadium, and said, heard that story.
It was a hell of a story.
Yeah,
you would have heard Slay laughing had his mic been on.
I'm in the building.
What is going on over there? You got a short.
Car ain't got no roof. I got you, Slay.
Thank you, Babs.
Do you think something's like in your knee? Maybe got like a semiconductor in there that's throwing out all the transmissions, and maybe that's your problem.
Hey, Slay, what's wrong?
No clue.
I don't know, Slay.
Oh, my God.
Babs hates that one.
I hate that one.
She does have great drops.
Man, Slay, I
We'll
really
come back
wish
to
I
you.
could understand you, but
I hate you, Zeb.
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
So if you can't hear Slay, you can see him.
Davenport's taking over. Taking over. Turn it off and turn it back on. That's what engineering will tell you.
Off, on.
hey, how about
Still not
you
working.
use a different mic? Pull that other mic over there.
How about I not? How about I like my little condom?
Just pull them.
The guest mic right there.
Do you want me to do it for you?
Yeah, because he can't get up. Oh, hello.
She almost. For people who can't see her, she walked away with her headphones still attached.
And boy, they didn't come out either.
All the way up, Babsy.
Now you don't even know which one's on.
I'm just keep this one on until it pops back on.
Oh, no, please don't, because we're going to get, like,
I almost
feedback.
Well, we're going to get feedback.
strangled myself with my headphones.
I got whiplash. The car took off so fast.
All right.
You know what that reminded me of? Have y'all seen Spaceballs?
Yes.
When John
Excellent
Candy
movie.
tried to get out of the seat, but he forgot to take his seatbelt off. And he goes, that's going to leave a mark. By the way, you're welcome on the Bob Uecker interview that I found
Yes.
and sent you about behind-the-scenes stuff with Major League, which is Don Davenport's favorite movie.
Yep.
He said he basically had no script.
Which makes it so much better, too.
The just a bit
I had read
outside
that
thing
before.
was riffed live in the moment.
Ball 4.
Ball 8.
Ball 8. Oh, that's such a good movie.
And they said the actors would stay even on their off days to watch him perform if he had a call.
Man.
Such a good movie if you haven't seen Major League. I know we always recommend these old movies to you guys, but it's worth it.
That one's definitely worth it.
It is.
Clue and Major League. Go.
Yep. All right.
Oh, speaking of old movie, Scarface. Remember I told you I want to know how many bullets went into Scarface at the end of that movie?
You came up with a number you watched?
No, but I thought of another movie where I want to know how many bullets went into the guy. Sonny in The Godfather at the toll booth. Right?
Yeah, he probably took more bullets in his body than
Scarface did?
Because they was directly on top of him. Good gosh. Man, and when was that? That was the 70s when that was made.
Yeah.
Scarface was about what? Early 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder how much they looked into that scene and thought about that for Scarface.
Take him out like Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been.
Man, if you ain't seen it, boy, it's almost my time. Every year at the end of June, I watch Godfather, part 1 and 2, part 3. And
I haven't watched any of them.
you going to watch something this year.
I think it might disturb me.
Now, you watching something this year.
Disturb you?
I mean, all you guys talk about is how many bullets went into people. Maybe that's not my cup of tea. I don't know.
Oh, those are beautiful films.
It's going to be good, Babs.
Take the gun, leave the cannoli.
Savage already said we could take the van, so that's a 3-hour trip, 3-hour movie.
Oh, you're talking about going to media days?
Yep.
To Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
When
All
is
right.
that? In July?
July?
Yeah,
Okay.
speaking
14th
of,
through
don't
the
you
18th or
have
something?
you have something that
Giveaway?
goes with that? No. I don't have a giveaway.
There's no giveaway. But hey, listen, man. Babs likes to open the prize closet when Babs likes to open the prize closet.
Yeah.
It's not on us. It's just, it happens sometimes. Sometimes it don't.
I do want to know, Babs, what did
No
you
press.
think? What did you think with Cam Ward and Callahan? Me and Mayor agree.
It's a great way to
Way
lead
to
in.
put
Especially
in-
the people
yeah.
that just tuned in. And
Yeah,
have no
listen. If you're not in my head, you're going to miss a lot. Sorry. That's why you got to tune in.
The question.
It's a belligerent
The question
place to be.
was, what do you think we will be? Who do you think we will learn more from? Brian Callahan or Cam Ward?
in
Callahan.
this season.
This season, Callahan.
Slay went with 70-30, which it sounded good to me.
Mm-hmm. What you think?
70-30 Callahan.
100% Callahan.
Oh, okay.
None-
All
none
on
of
him.
Cam Ward.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to see and learn about him, but I think you're going to learn more about Brian Callahan as a coach, offensive play caller, all of that than we will about Cam Ward because
So 80-20?
no, 100-0. Callahan. The answer is Brian Callahan.
What sent her down that path, though, was you're like, so you're not going to learn anything about Cam Ward. And then she explained yes, and then went right back to zero.
Yeah, you can't
Well,
go back
I
to
know.
zero then, Babs.
No, the question is, who are you going to learn more about? It said one or the other. There's no percentages.
No, you're
in
gonna
this.
learn about both.
You just
No.
did your own thing.
Yeah, we put percentages in there,
because you
Babs.
can learn about both, Babs.
We can do whatever
Well,
we want to do.
obviously, you're going to learn about both. That's just dumb. That would make the question irrelevant. This is what I have to deal with.
I thought it was your question.
It is my question. You guys are misconstruing it. You're screwing it up.
Wow.
One thing I think we'll learn about Callahan is
Come on, Zeph. Help me out.
How-
There, thank you.
how likely he will to manipulate his system for the players.
You're going to learn a lot more about Callahan, what kind
We
of
don't
coach
even
he
know
is.
his
70%.
system.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
We don't even have
with
a
you.
system.
Well, because last year
There
it's-
was not a Callahan system last
year
No.
it seemed like he was doing his thing and Will Levis was just kind of shoved into it like a
Well, I mean,
square peg.
No.
He
into
did
a
on
round
A to
hole.
Z Sports. He said, I was trying to balance it, but his skill set doesn't lend itself to what we want to do. And so they were trying to manipulate things by doing things that Will Levis could do,
Okay, well, if
which are deep shots.
okay, but then that
Zero.
90-10.
Anyway. Okay, somebody said, how did Babs get her nickname? And the Lone Phoenix said, I would guess from the amount she talks.
What is Lone
Babs?
Phoenix? Come on,
What?
man.
What is that about to me? I'm on a radio show. Of course I'm going to talk.
Oh, be quiet.
I hope
Use my mic, Babs.
I mean, what
Dude,
the
if
hell
you-
do you do on a radio show?
Yeah, if
you
you
got to
just-
talk.
if you just sit over there and don't talk, then
No, it comes from my middle name.
Babette.
Babbitt.
Which
I got 2 mics.
I was thinking while we were sitting around talking at your daughter's birthday party, we should have done like some sort of podcast there in that moment.
So long.
Not over the air where the FCC governs, but
Yeah.
like on the internet.
Although the FCC doesn't govern podcasts, right?
No.
So the Lone Phoenix
free.
wants you to get on a
It's
sports
radio.
talk show and be quiet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he was referencing that. Thank you for bringing it back.
Babette. Babette.
Zeph.
So Zeph wanted to play that. So
Babs' mom is named Buffy.
Babs,
Does she,
Like, is Babs like you babble a lot or something? Is that what he's saying?
Lord,
I don't know.
Listen.
He said he didn't mean it like that. I don't think he meant it like that. But
Let
also,
me tell you
I do have to talk on it.
the way that I mean it.
please.
And one of the
I ain't just go
greatest.
sit over here and look at you.
If anybody doesn't know, the original Babette
Oh, yeah, my mom.
That's my girl.
Oh, she's a hot mess.
I tell you that. We need to have an install.
She was something.
We need to have the install like he got with Cosell. I need to have one with
Buff. And your dad, Tom. Everybody calls him Tom.
No,
I had not
put Tom at the door.
I had not met him before.
I forgot because you weren't with us in Peachtree City when we went to the restaurant.
And so I went over to him after I walked into the 5-year-old birthday party carrying a bottle of wine for Babs. I go over to him, and he goes, "Oh," I go, "I'm Brent," and he goes, "Okay." I go, "I worked with your daughter forever." Oh, okay. He goes, "Man, I thought you were bigger." I was like, well, at least it didn't go the other way.
Big Tom, baby. That's my guy.
He's funny. He says exactly what he's thinking, too.
You better believe it. In a joking matter with him, though. All of his are jokes.
He started talking about you ventriloquism and all those things. And he said you could do 3 dolls at once. And
oh, yeah.
And I told him about that I would never come to his house because I know those dolls are wandering around the halls at night.
Yeah. And they'll come
he
after
thought
you.
He thought that was funny.
I love that.
Maybe some of our listeners feel this too, but as people get older, do you feel that they just give like way less Fs?
Absolutely.
Because that is my parents.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no filter.
I love it.
They don't care. They will say whatever is in their mind.
At any time.
And I really saw it with my mother this weekend.
Yeah,
I was like,
did too.
holy she does not care.
No, she don't care.
And my mother used to be like, I want everybody to be happy. What can I do? Like, that used to be, but no,
it
now
is funny
she's
about,
like, whatever,
about
go get me a drink.
About older people. Also, I noticed, like, your friend Higby, her baby is, toddler, is 16 months old. And that dude, I was watching him, and he looked a lot like a few people that were at the party that had too much to drink, this 16-month-old. Like, he just looked confused, and he was kind of missing steps, and he was a little wobbly.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot like some of the other people that were down there.
Yeah, some of the adults. Yeah.
Yes, very much so. Liberty takes out #1 overall seed Texas A&M to reach the Super Regional. Did you guys see that in softball? Texas A&M becomes the first #1 national seed to be eliminated in regional since seeding began in 2005. Tennessee beat Ohio State 5-0 to win the regional and head to the Super Regional for the 14th time in program history. It is the 3rd Super Regional in a row. The Lady Vols will face unseeded Nebraska. Game 1 is Friday, May 23rd at 6 o'clock on ESPN2. Game 2 Saturday at 4 o'clock. Game 3 would be Sunday if necessary. Interesting what Liberty has been able to do in sports, though. You know, throw a bunch of money at stuff, let it be the front porch of the school, and grow your school that way. That's what Danny White was talking about with the success of the athletics programs. The applications number goes way up because you want to be a part of it. You want to go sit in a baseball stadium and watch a good team.
You also saw it with basketball. What was it? Florida Gulf Coast. Do you remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lob City.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, their attendance just skyrocketed after that.
What was that guy's name? Enfield?
God, I don't remember now.
Enfield. He went to USC after.
Who?
Florida Gulf Coast guy. Yeah.
I can't remember.
It's not Enfield. I'm thinking about baseball.
It's not.
It's something like that. Anyway, when we come back, we've got some college football, kind of an issue that Paul Feinbaum brought up in Birmingham today. He said, I think college football is at a tipping point. And I'll give you a little bit more when we come back. 615-737-1045.
Sometimes it is time to upgrade things in your home, like your windows and your doors. Yeah, it was time for us in my rental property and my home, like 3 different times. And maybe that's you. I chose Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Absolutely loved the experience, obviously, because I went back and replaced even more windows in my home because they were the best. Affordable, the best quality out there, and love to give you a good deal. I love to be a part of giving you a good deal with Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. We know they're celebrating 100 years in business, and so What we are doing is a different Dawn deal every single month. Last year was great. This year is this last month was great. This month is a great deal as well. 50% off qualifying installations and 0% APR for 36 months. Just ask them for details, and it's really easy to schedule your free consultation. Tell them you want the Dawn deal and check out all their offers. Just go online, PellaNashville.com.
What's happening, y'all? Cairo scammers, they're out here. They're everywhere. But you got to understand, I got an important message from our good friends at Bar Durham Injury Law. That's BDIL for you out there listening. When I use that abbreviation, understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's Bar Durham Injury Law. Now, some lawyers chase ambulances. You get it? Like the dogs. They just barking and getting wild and trying to get your attention. They'll do anything to get your attention, but not Blair Durham and his team. If someone calls you after a wreck, people, they're breaking the law. You need to be on top of this. There are lawyers breaking the law. Believe it. Blair and the team at Bar Durham Injury Law, they don't play those type of games. When you make the call, they answer. They're local, trusted, and ready to fight for you. No gimmicks, just a team that's on your side from the start. So, if you or someone you love is ever in a wreck, remember Blair's number. Here it is. 615-242-9000. 615-242-9000. Local, trusted, ready to fight for you. Bar Durham Injury Law.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, NBA, NHL, both starting tomorrow. Nothing tonight, just baseball.
Wah, wah.
I saw Covers.com had Mets as their best bet. Mets money line tonight.
Braves aren't on, so I will not be watching.
You can watch the Cubs, PCA.
No.
PCA's getting it.
I'm a Braves fan. Did you see him dive for a ball that he was like 30 feet away from?
False hustle. It's also hard to imagine him being 30 feet away from any ball. That dude can fly. Yeah, what are we watching tonight? I need to figure this out.
Nothing.
You got to watch the Zakai Ziegler thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
there
but
you
that's
go.
only an hour long, right?
Only? Who the heck has more than an hour at night?
What else are you doing?
It takes me an hour to get home.
Jason.
That's fair.
That's really fair.
Chasing around a
That's our
5-year-old.
traffic guy that
chasing a
gets so
5-year-old.
excited about all the accidents. He's like, 3 accidents, 24, 440, and 65, or whatever he said.
So Baby Babs really ain't even 5 yet. Is she still 4?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's still 4.
Her birthday's not for a month.
Slay is still stuck on
It is tricky.
Listen, she doesn't know dates.
Yeah, but I do.
She's going to open her gift from Uncle Slade tonight, and I'm sure it's going to annoy me.
So this child thinks her birthday is on May 17th.
No, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. She's 4.
No, she knows.
So next year when it gets to May, she's going to be like, Mom, where's my birthday party at?
I'm going to show her a picture.
Take a picture
She'll
of
be
the
like,
last
what?
one.
Say what?
Listen,
What's a
y'all
date?
don't make it more
What's a date
difficult
like
on me
that?
than it already is.
This is where I was at that party. I was trying to figure out if you could jump off Dawn's roof and into the pool. That's what I was.
Could you?
Yeah, you could hit the water, but you could also hit a lot of other things. You'd probably have about, what's like 8% chance of hitting that pool?
It's not worth the risk.
Is that another, hey, watch this moment?
Yes, absolutely, it is, clearly.
Who would do that?
I bet you Bert would.
No, the hell he wouldn't. The deck is not hanging over the pool.
No, I'm not talking
No.
about the deck. I'm talking about the roof. Because of that, you need added elevation. So you got to go to, where you got 3 stories when you
No.
factor in the garage?
Which roof?
The roof.
Hers?
Yeah. What would be the percent chance that you would hit the water?
0.
0.
Actually,
Zero?
low enough to where you should never even try.
Yeah.
Oh, you made it seem like it's like right
615-737-1045.
under.
No.
No.
it's far away.
I have had conversations with numerous people at my home that they are not to jump off the deck.
Not even the deck.
Into
Yeah.
Oh,
the
you
pool.
can't make it from the deck. There's no way.
The deck, you got a better shot than the.
I think
I don't
you
think
You
could.
can make it from the deck. The
I
deck
totally
right there.
think you can
'Cause
make
you
it
got to
from
think
the
it's just
deck.
a little walkway.
Okay, but the
Hey,
pool is
watch this.
shallow too, so you're gonna break
That's
your
the
legs.
other part.
Yeah, watch this.
Hey, watch this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You dive too far, you hitting the jacuzzi. That's what I'm gonna be.
I bet the conversation you've had from people, can you jump off your roof into the pool, were all male. 0 female would even think about that.
Nobody has ever said jump off the roof into the pool, but the deck conversation has been yes.
See, that's what
all
I
male.
first thought of, but I didn't think you could get out far enough
Because Kyle ain't got no roof.
because it's not tall enough. 615-737-1045. James in the borough. James, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hi, James.
Are you friends with Zeph? Is that what I've heard, James?
Yes, I was the best man at his wedding.
Hey, my buddy.
God
Wait,
love you,
were
brother.
you the one that showed him the way into Neyland Stadium while he was throwing up?
Yes, I was. I actually have a very funny part to that story.
So for those that don't know, Zeph told it earlier. Zeph ran into Slay at the Tennessee-Kentucky game. And
Purposely, he didn't not just.
Yeah, I
he sought Slay out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they were like drinking and doing their thing, and it's hard to keep up with Slay
Very.
pre-game. But Zeph tried.
I did.
So you shotgun a beer,
Terrible
right?
idea.
4 in a row.
Shotgun 4 beers?
Okay,
Within
Zeph,
like a
you
within
weigh
like a
130 pounds,
within like
Zeph.
a 5-minute interval, yes.
let me just offer the PSA for all the kids listening out there.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. This is a terrible idea.
Terrible
it's
idea.
Dumb, stupid.
You weigh 130 pounds, dude.
It's a reward for going to college.
See, it would have only been 3 in a row, but then Bert and Lucas showed up, and I had to go
See,
again.
that's the problem. See, that's the thing. When you usually do a shotgun at a tailgate, you're doing it in a group of people, like usually about 4 or 5, maybe 8 to 9. But in this particular situation, we were doing 4 to 5, but we were behind the truck. So when somebody else catches you, they're like, "Oh man, we'll do one." So
Yeah.
you can move.
So
that
then you
group
have
to the next
staggered
one.
times.
Then
Yeah.
somebody else gonna see you and be like, "Hey, come on, do one more." And that's that. It's a chain reaction.
So then, that's a Driving and crying song. So you threw up into a bag and put it under what? Like a city vehicle?
The UT parking, like, people that write the parking tickets.
Oh, yeah. Those guys hit me in sleigh, so.
Well, I hit them.
Okay, James, tell us.
All right, now you take over.
Yes, tell us your side of it.
So after dragging Joseph through Neyland Stadium, all he requested when we got to the seats was popcorn and a hot dog. That's all he wanted.
That's what he requested. Like he couldn't go get it himself.
No, I could not. I couldn't walk.
No, he was incapacitated. I had to drag him.
Oh, no. Did you get him, like, a very good friend, popcorn and a hot dog?
I did. I sat in line for 45 minutes and I almost missed kickoff.
Them lines.
You're good. You're a good friend,
He
James.
left me alone in the bleachers, though. And so I just started talking to people.
Oh, my God.
I would have figured you would have like passed
That's
out,
a
fallen asleep or
liability.
something.
Liability.
Like James, what if you would have come back and he would have been gone? Like then what? Like that was your
I just
first
would've been
game.
like, I would have enjoyed the game. I
Yeah.
would have found him. Well, I had
Chop
the
that
keys.
one up.
I had the keys to his car.
So he would
So
have
you
had
knew
time.
he wasn't
Car.
driving.
So, yeah,
Oh,
Well,
man.
we appreciate
Good
you
job,
taking
James.
care of our boy.
of course.
See you, James.
James, we had
Yeah.
a good time, didn't we, brother?
So
He gone.
he's gone.
Yep, thank you.
He did. James enjoyed it very
So
much.
was it an easy choice for James to be your best man, or did you like have to? Did people have to compete for that job?
I love James, but he was actually not my first choice. He was my my first choice is in the Marines in Japan. So
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
figured
that's tough.
I
tough break.
extended him the best man, knowing that he wasn't probably going to get it, and I knew James would be there. So I figured James was going to end up being it, but
That makes sense.
I extended it to the guy in Japan, Austin. I've known him my entire life.
I got you. There's another rule change. So we mentioned rule changes earlier in the NFL. The owners meeting. The owners are scheduled to meet Tuesday and Wednesday in Minneapolis. We mentioned the one potential rule change that will come to a vote is on the proposal to ban the tush push, which was brought up in West Palm, right? Or not Palm Beach, sorry, not West Palm, but Palm Beach. And it was tabled. It was pushed to now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to vote on that. The Lions also brought forth a proposal that we talked about in the moment to reseed playoff teams after the first round based on record.
I thought we were doing that with college.
We were talking about that with college too, yeah.
Man. What's your thoughts on that, though? Like,
So, like, let's say, I don't know, one plays 8-9 or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Let's do
just
something
you just
more.
run
Like,
that 1 through 8.
4 plays 13 or 5.
Okay.
I don't know. But the upset happens. And so then the good team is rewarded with an easier game, right? Whereas the 1 seed ends up playing an 8 seed and the 4 seed ends up playing the 13 seed or whatever it is, just for example purposes.
Yeah.
So the theoretically, if you reseed, then the highest remaining seed, the 13 seed, would play the 1 seed.
That makes sense.
I think it makes sense.
It
Complete
does.
sense.
Yep.
I'll bet they do that.
Yeah,
Dang, you punished the team that-
you punished the team
team
that
that got-
just got the upset.
Yeah, you got the upset now. You got to go play the hardest team again.
Yeah. Well, you should have done better in the regular season.
So weren't they doing
Yeah.
that because weren't Minnesota and Detroit tied
Tied,
going in
yeah.
like the last game of the season?
Yeah.
And so they had to play that game for the 1 seed.
Yep.
And well, Minnesota actually ended up getting the 5 seed in
But
the
then, like, in
playoff.
the NFL
The Lions are the one that put the proposal out there.
Yeah,
right. Because they tied, right? Like so, but one of those teams was the wild card, and I can't remember how it all played
it
out.
was Minnesota.
Right. So theoretically, like, remember when the Seahawks hosted the New Orleans Saints, and the Saints were a wild card team, but they had like 6 more wins than the Seahawks, but the Seahawks won their division, so they got to play at home
Yep.
against a better team, and that's when Marshawn Lynch went off. That's when beast mode became beast mode.
I can dig that.
Was it the Beastquake game?
Yes.
Beastquake.
That's where he ran through literally the entire defense.
There was one run where he broke like 9
I remember.
tackles. Yeah.
And dove backwards into the
He looked
end
like
zone.
Moses Phillips against South Carolina.
Yeah, and he got
There's a
fined for
reference
his
for
mid-air position.
doing the Michael Jackson.
I mean, so is it yes or no as far as reseed, or could it be like, okay, let's reseed at a different point, or do you know what I mean? Like when
It's after the first round, you would reseed,
is what,
and then after
is
the
what
second
the proposal
round,
is.
you would reseed. Yeah.
So you would do it after every
So
round.
always the highest would play the lowest seed remaining,
I don't like it.
and vice versa.
Not that part.
Which is funny
One time
'cause
is good for me.
They ended up getting the 6th seed in Washington, which was the lowest seed remaining last year.
Yeah. I don't know.
They just ended up losing to a rookie. That's on them.
I was really worried that we were going to make ourselves more confused, but I think we got through that.
I think.
I don't even know what mic you're using.
I don't either. Like I keep on testing this one doing the.
I've got that one down and off. It's not.
No, don't down and off me. I'm back.
No, it's
Turn me
not
up. I told
Oh,
you.
it's
I knew it. I knew it. Get me off this little mic. Come on, man. I told you. Just gotta have patience.
Mike Buckner is going to come and look at it tomorrow for you.
Thank
Make
you,
sure
Mike
it doesn't crash out again.
You just have to have faith. Paul Feinbaum went on Jocks FM this morning in Birmingham with Greg McElroy and Cole Kublik and said this, quote, I think CFB, college football, I think college football is at a tipping point, and I think what's going on now is an existential threat to the future of the game. And he's talking about transfer portal primarily.
Yeah.
Because now you're seeing players, like, when they exhaust their eligibility, there'll be, like, literally, like, every guy you see is like, well, he played at this school, this school, this school. Like, they're like 3 school guys now.
I really can't stand that. Really can't stand that. I wish they would give me a 1 transfer unless your coach resigns or gets fired.
1 transfer limit?
1 transfer limit. That's all I need.
Yeah, because I think the transfer portal is necessary.
And I need 1 window.
absolutely necessary. Ask
Yeah, you
Cam
gotta
Ward.
have, yeah.
Yeah. 1 window for sure.
One window.
Cam Ward did it the right way, right? Like, step up, step up.
Twice.
Yeah.
But if it,
Anchored Word to Washington State to Miami. And he
Yeah.
almost went pro instead of going to Miami, but
you need your coach, you need your
Wouldn't have gone to 1 overall.
It doesn't count if your coach bounces with you. So if he left, how you say incarnate word, incarnate word, incarnate word,
No, incarnate word. Yeah.
incarnate word,
carbonated word. Word.
So if his coach say he takes a head coaching job or an OC job or something at Washington State,
That's what happened.
That's a free transfer.
Oh, that's a free one.
Yeah, you don't have to. If your coach leaves, your position coach or something like that leave, the guy that
Position coach or
the
head
guy that
coach?
the guy that recruited you,
Yeah, but that's going to get messy, Slate. You've
'Cause you
got to
can
say
say who
head
it is,
coach.
huh?
Yeah.
head coach or position coach. No, head coach or
Coordinator.
your unit coordinator.
Head coach or coordinator. You could say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now
you
I'm
can leave with that
confused.
one. No, don't be confused because we got it. Because then after that,
We got
you,
it.
So
then you got one more.
that's free for all.
That's a free fall.
That's a free for all. You can
Because that's already
you
that
can
was
transfer
open before the
5
portal anyway,
times.
wasn't it? Didn't they change that before the portal? That if your coach leaves, you get an opportunity to transfer.
I think just
Or
if
take
you're
your commit if you're
a
coming in from
recruit.
high school.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
If you're coming in from high
I think
school,
it's
that's right.
if you're coming in from high school is what that rule
You
was.
can take your
But,
commitment back. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know because now we've lived in this
But is it-
free-for-all
Everywhere.
world for a
Is it-
couple years now. So.
Is the transfer portal the way it's set up now a threat to the game? That's what Paul Feinbaum said.
I think Paul's always going to go like
Yeah, you gotta go.
like the world
Hyperbole.
is
Yeah,
ending,
yeah,
right?
It's out of here. Yeah.
For sure.
He's always so over the top on everything, but in a very low key way. That's very Paul. Paul, but yeah, but I think I think there are valid points to that, don't you?
I do.
I really do. I mean, because and this is what I always say, and this is what concerns me too. I mean, these college coaches are tasked with developing these young men, not just in football, but for life too. And when you have so much other stuff you have to worry about with
Can't
NIL
focus
is
on that.
enough, but then transfer portal, when you have 2 different portal seasons, when you have to recruit and keep your own players that you've already recruited at some point, when you have all of that going on, there's so much work that you have to do. It's never ending. There's never downtime. And you're doing way less coaching than you probably ever really wanted to. You're doing so much more from a, relationship
Yep.
standpoint, not even relationship standpoint, because I think that's an important part of coaching, but you know what I mean?
Right.
And so I worry that you're going to lose some of these really talented coaches who care about developing young men, and you're going to lose them. They're going to go look elsewhere because of what an absolute Shiano show it is to be able to be a head coach and a successful head coach when, listen, if you don't win, you're done.
615-737-1045 at 3HL 1045. 3HL bingo card coming up next, and more. 3HL next.
What's happening, good people? This is the opportunity that you've been looking for. It is the time you need. You got to get in. Low T Center. I'm telling you, they got it all for you. Now, listen, I took a break, man, and came back. You try other services. It's not what you need to get into the game. Low T's going to get you ready. Coach, let's roll. And even if you're not playing sports, but the game of life, feet hit the ground, you're ready to roll. Why? Because Low T Center brings your testosterone levels where they're supposed to be. They monitor them and keep them right for you. Low T Center gives you the power to take control of your health. With white glove medical care in the center or professionally monitored, custom dosing for home treatments. They even have the weight loss promotion that's going on that you need to dive into. And I'm telling you right now, this right here will change you. So if you or your spouse are looking to lose a little weight, well, head over to Low T Center where you can get in and get you some semaglutide and understand that this prescription will work for you. If you can get a free B12 shot as with it, just go to lowtcenter.com. I go to the one to make you one. You go do the same thing. lowtcenter.com.
I want to tell you about my friends at Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a new car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, or a pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or Jeep. My guys at Gupton are there ready to help you out. Just let Daniel Gupton and his crew know what you're looking for, and they will be able to get you in the vehicle that's right for you. They have tons of stuff going on. Employee pricing plus rebates going on currently on most new vehicles, all 2025 Ram 1500s and 2024 Ram heavy-duty trucks, Jeep, Wrangler, Gladiator, Grand Cherokee, all the good stuff. Just ask them what they've got going on, or you can go online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. That's where you'll find all the dealership information, address, phone number, inventory, the deals they have going on right there, GuptonMotors.com. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee, just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. SEC Tournament set to begin in Hoover, Alabama tomorrow. Seeds 9 through 16 going at it. Tennessee will play Wednesday morning at 9:30. They'll play the winner of tomorrow's game against number 9 Alabama and number 16 Missouri. Vanderbilt gets a double bye into the quarterfinals. 12-seed Oklahoma plays 13-seed Kentucky. The winner of that game gets 5-seed Georgia. The winner of that game gets number 4-seed Vanderbilt.
Come on. My mic's working.
Come on, what? Eileen?
Everybody.
Western Conference Finals. T-Wolves versus the Thunder. Thunder's going to roll.
Thunder rolls.
Oh, I knew those.
And the lightning strikes.
Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. That was my percussion sound effect. Oklahoma City, a 7.5-point favorite at home tomorrow night in Game 1.
They deep, man, and they got an atmosphere like no other.
They're a fun team to watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, D said if OKC and Pacers advance, worst finals ever.
I don't think so. And I would say Gilgeous Alexander right there. And the way that these young guys play for OKC, plus the way that team was constructed. OKC, like.
But if you're trying to draw fans that aren't normally fans, but like big sporting event, right? Yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying, and it's dead on true. But like for people that don't know basketball,
so if that's the case, then that means we need.
They might follow the
Knicks,
iconic
the
teams.
Lakers,
yeah.
the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
See, people want parity, but then when we get parity, they complain about it.
Exactly.
Oh, they're not big teams. No one cares about these teams.
Totally agree. Same thing for
you're mad when your team doesn't get it every year.
Did y'all see the conspiracy theory on the NBA draft?
Yeah.
That the Lakers, the conspiracy is that the Lakers were told, no, the Mavericks were told, if you make this deal with the Lakers, you will get the number 1 overall pick. They only had 1.8% chance, and they got it. And then they go back in time, and they said that every time this has happened, the team that made the deal got the number 1 overall pick. Mm-hmm. It's like 6 times.
Well, I mean, it could have happened.
I love conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I mean.
Whoa. Hello.
Okay, Zeph.
Babs, you with me on conspiracy theories?
Yes, I'm all in.
I knew it. I knew it, Slay.
That was sarcasm.
Eastern Conference Finals, Pacers and Knicks. I can only go by what you tell me, Babs. Game 1, Wednesday, 7 p.m. on TNT. New York favored by 4.5 in that one. You know what was cool about Game 6 in the Garden?
What?
Was all the former Knicks that were there.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Crazy thing is, too, they always come. We just don't never get to see them at this point. They always at the games. What's that? Now they playing for something.
That is true. 3HL bingo card. Weird things happened during the show and that were said during the show. One is something that we've said before. We're on the same verbal cycle, which is true. UT Parkin hit me and Slay. Well, I hit them. Zeph said.
Good job, Zeph.
He threw up in a bag and left it under a vehicle.
Way to get our back, Zeph.
You're welcome.
And the funny thing about that is, like, if you tie the bag up and just leave it there, like, there's no way anybody saw it.
Oh, nobody knows what's in it.
Right. So they drove over it.
What kind of bag was
It was a grocery bag. No, it was a bag from Chipotle.
That's all I was going to say, yeah.
Like the plastic bag from Chipotle.
it? Okay.
Yeah, golly.
So did you tie it up? Like, if somebody drove over, it's going to pop?
Oh.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
College campuses. Watch your step.
It's a wild. You just made the bingo card.
Yeah,
It's just live and in person.
Got to watch it, man.
Oh, man. Fun day. Tuesday edition coming up tomorrow. Chris Lowe will be in town, so we'll talk with him about.
So he's going to come hang with us before he goes to the
That's right.
AC/DC concert.
Yes, he's going to tailgate with us.
What do you think he's going to wear?
Ah.
I mean, do you think he's going to have like a heavy metal shirt on or something?
No, it'll be one of those, like, old guy cool, like short sleeve button down
Most
shirts.
definitely.
Like
That's not tucked in over like khaki shorts. Or
Like a Hawaiian shirt.
No,
Yeah,
Type
something like
look-
something.
not
looking type
Hawaiian.
thing.
Nah, he ain't
No,
going Hawaiian.
he's not
gonna
Hawaiian.
be Hawaiian.
Solid color. Solid color.
Oh, you think he's going to be solid color?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No bright colors for
No.
CeeLo?
Hell no. CeeLo trying to go under the radar, actually. I bet.
I mean, I would just love if he walks in here in like a
Ripped shirt or something.
AC/DC
That'd be dope.
old school shirt.
You
There's a
think CeeLo-
movie called PCU where Jeremy Piven says, never wear the shirt of the band you're going to see.
Wow.
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
They didn't explain it, but that was
No.
That's a thing. That's a
that
thing.
is a rocker thing. Seriously.
Right. So if you go to Dave Matthews Band concert or something, you wear like a Pearl Jam shirt or something. Foo Fighters.
Seriously. It's a real thing.
That's different than in sports. Like, does it? Because
So
I
if you get an
remember.
opportunity for them to sign your shirt, they got to sign somebody else's?
Who's going to sign your shirt?
Who's going to sign your shirt?
Don't you got backstage passes?
Who?
Like the band?
People.
We don't live the life you live, I guess.
No, I'm saying like,
Although Slay will go to a show.
That's exactly
you
what
can, you
this
can just
is.
go back there.
Slay will go to a show and end up at a diner with the artist.
Yeah, you can actually like,
Remember that?
yeah. Like you can do that.
Okay, no, that's just
But it's different than
that's
in
just
sports.
concert
Like-
snobs being concert snobs.
One of Mickey Ryan's things that he hated about sports was like if you go to a game and somebody's wearing a jersey of a team that's not playing in that game. So if he went to like a Cardinals game and somebody was wearing a Cubs shirt,
Yeah, like what are they doing?
yeah. But concerts are different.
Yeah, but if I'm a Braves fan, I'm not going to go wear,
Sports is different.
He just says
Cardinals gear.
Yeah. Concerts are different.
No, if I'm a fan of the concert, I'm going to. If I'm going to see the Babsy and the Babettes, if I go there, I shouldn't wear the Babsy and the Babette concert shirt.
No.
No.
So what if I get close to Babs and I'm like,
You know
could
it'd
you
be
please
cool?
sign this? She's like, yeah, I'll sign it. Oh, this is signing Euro and the Eurolets. That's not.
That's why you always wear a Beatles shirt or something to a
Beatles would be great.
rock concert. Yeah.
But if you wore like Babs's previous band,
Yes.
Babs and the little
like-
doll people.
The side band. Yeah.
No.
You didn't know that? Hey, listen, our rockers, call in tomorrow, please, and
Never known that.
Candy B91 says it's supposed to storm
Tell us.
tomorrow. That is definitely true.
No, it's supposed to
Severe
be down
weather.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Potential tornadoes tomorrow.
Well,
so
again,
head on a swivel.
swivel on your head.
Like those, what are those cars called that drive themselves?
Waymos.
Waymos, yeah.
I've seen 80 of them now.
Yeah.
Ever since you
But they
brought
have
it up.
drivers in them here because they're trying to gather all the information.
Well, we
But
got
it's-
video in San Francisco from February
Yeah.
where
It's
one
Waymo.
just passed through the work barricade,
And
ran a
red
red light.
It's Waymo's Gone Wild, is that video?
Yeah. Ain't got to worry about me. We go to Super Bowl. Ain't got to worry about me getting in the Waymo.
Get in the Waymo.
No, sir.
That'd be a good billboard. All right, back at it tomorrow. We appreciate you guys including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be you unless you were getting a shout out to Courtney Booker. I met your wife in Monell's late at night, man. She said you listened to the show, you wasn't there. So shout out to you, Courtney Booker. Also, my guy Scott at the Juice Bar over on Franklin Road.